Welcome on in. Happy Thursday. We've got 267 laps of Texas on the way. I've updated the points, so I'm going to show that first for you guys to see. Hello, Winter Bears as well. Welcome on in. Let me pull up the point standings before I do anything else. Let's see. Let me just go here. Where am I? Hi. Alright, let me get the points here for y'all. Alright, there you have it. After Talladega, we are at the top of the board. We're coming off 2 back-to-back wins. Win 3 on the season, 376 points to our name, giving us a 17-point gap over Bubba Wallace, who won at Bristol. Tyler Reddick, P3 in the standings. Then it's Larson and Briscoe, rounding up the top 5. What's up, Toast? How are you? Nice to see you. William Byron, Denny Hamlin rounding out the top 10. Not been a great season in this 100% length season for Denny Hamlin. He's got some work to do, but I think he's going to be. All right here this weekend. Shane Van Gisbergen, he's on the bubble, 13 points. 13 points above the cut line there for SVG. Brad Keselowski, 7 points above. Chastain at the cutoff in 16th here. 4 points above the cut line in front of Kyle Busch. Then you got McDowell, Buescher, Preece, Barry, all a little ways behind here. Barry down here at 31 points, back in 21st in the standings. And then Allmendinger, Gilliland, these guys all down here. You know, they all got, work to do. Their seasons are pretty well just have fun, show up for the rest of the races, see what you can do. We didn't talk about Talladega. I got a bone to pick with some of my people here. I don't know if, maybe the people that enjoyed that Talladega race aren't here in the chat, but I got a bone to pick with some of y'all. My goodness. Now, give me a moment here. Let me get on camera before we do that. You enjoyed, or congratulations on the back-to-back wins in the career mode. Thank you. I just recorded the 2 road courses back-to-back. They're going to also be in the same episode. I just recorded those today. There's like 4 races in one episode because I also did like 2 O'Reilly races. But the road course races were pretty fun. Surprisingly, I didn't see a single accident in the road course races, which was surprising. Anyways, let me hop on camera. Forgive me if the lighting is a bit weird. It is, still daytime. I should have shut the, let me do that. Let me shut the window stuff thingies. I don't know if that'll do very much, but hello. What is, anytime I'm in the sim rig with this mic, the microphone sounds a bit odd because I have it in a different angle. Does the microphone sound different if I talk like this or if I have it like pointed directly at my mouth like that? Does it sound different or better or worse? I don't know. There was nothing to talk about. No, we got to talk about this Talladega race, okay? Well, we don't got to talk about the race. But, there are some people in my comment section. I put out a video. I said that was the worst race, or worst super speedway race of next gen, like by far. Hello from Australia. Hello, Bon Jovi fan. How are you? Nice to see you. Who are you backing to win this weekend? Texas. I'm going with the 11. I'm going with the 11 or the 19. Probably just a Gibbs car again, to be honest. But I got quite a few comments on that video about that race being bad. That they were like, actually, that race was great. And I was like, are you joking? There was no way. And at one or two, I wouldn't have really cared because I'm like, somehow someone always finds enjoyment. But and then I had like an overwhelming amount of comments saying, well, actually, I thought the race was really good, and I was like, there is no way. I'm like, man, we have no hope. We have no hope for super speedway racing if somehow people enjoyed that. It was stage one could have been interesting, but the broadcast had no idea like what strategies were being played out. So like it was really confusing. I love strategy, but when the broadcast is really confused about it, it's impossible to follow along and enjoy it. So I just left stage one confused. I was like, what did we just watch? I don't really know. And you had some single file here and there. That was kind of boring, but whatever. We get to the stage two. You know, they wrecked 26 cars or whatever. That was the one moment of where anything really happened. And after that, it didn't matter. Like, when they go all out, it's 2x2 at Talladega. There's no fixing that without changing the car. So even if we had 40 fast cars still on the track, it would not have changed. You would have still had cars going to try to make a third lane work, but it would die. But either way, the rest of the race was just 2x2x2. The final stage, when they came out of the pit lane, I already knew it was going to be a battle between Carson Hocevar, Chris Buescher, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I said that those are going to be the four guys that they came out at the front of the pit stops. I'm like, that's the win right there. It's one of those four. There's no way anyone else is going to have a chance. And sure enough, it was just two lanes blocked by the two cars the entire way. And that was it. That was literally it. Like, you can't pass. You can't go anywhere. If you pull out a line, you go backwards because there's so much drag on the car. It's just terrible. I was not a fan of that. And I just could not believe people were in my comments being like, actually, that was really good. I'm like, literally nothing happened. I don't know how that's good. The Carson Hocevar win, his celebration was really cool. I thought the celebration was really, really cool. My dad just texted me, chat. He said, don't forget, we had all those amazing commercials. He is 100% right on that. The commercials were absolutely outrageous. But I am glad that we don't go back to Talladega till like October. And can't believe I'm saying it. I'm actually looking forward to Texas this weekend. Texas is getting better. Texas has been getting better. So I think we're actually going to have a decent race this weekend. What's up, Bankroad? How are you? Xfinity race or O'Reilly race? The O'Reilly race was fantastic. Fantastic. Great race. I know people love to blame the stages for the fuel saving, but the O'Reilly race proves that theory completely wrong every time because they go out there and they put on a show with, guess what? Stages. Stages don't matter. If you give them a car that can actually race, they're going to race. The problem is they don't have a car in next gen. The car can't do it. That's the reason they save fuel, because they can't pass. So then they try to shorten that stop because you can't pass. Well, a shorter stop gets you the track position that you need. Anyways, I really wanted to talk about that because, man, I was so annoyed with that race. Also, we got Formula One is back this weekend in Miami. I already heard there's a chance that race is going to get canceled because it's supposed to thunderstorm on Sunday. And I was like, bruh. But we'll see how that goes. Happened every few laps in the V8 supercars in 2014. Very annoying because you just want to see the racing. Exactly. Like, they were going back to commercial. They would come back for 5, 6 laps, and then they were back to commercial. And then at the end of stage one, they didn't even wait for 10th place to cross the line to get the final stage point, and they'd already gone to commercial. I'm like, it's a super speedway, a big pack of cars. I know probably 99% chance nothing's going to happen in that moment, but you never know. And then, they go green for stage 2, and they only run like 5 laps under green, if that, and then they go to a full screen commercial. I'm like, oh my God, this is outrageous. But what's the complaining going to do about that, right? They don't really care. They're getting their money. Anyways, let's get in here. Texas Motor Speedway this weekend. I am excited. Make sure we go to automatic transmission. full damage, 100% length, normal, yellow flags on strict, multi-stage race, full qualify, AI, 105, and yep, I think we are good to go. I've now made a few more changes, so I've moved the tire wear effect to 40, which seems to, it just kind of balances out the tire wear a little bit better with between the AI and the player. So I've put it at 40, and I feel like these are probably going to be the final settings I run for the remainder of NASCAR 25. I don't really see myself changing it for the rest of the game. Hi, Sean. Did Mike Joy call him Ballas? Bubba Wallace? Ballas? Who do you have winning Miami? George Russell. Or hopefully Antonelli. Oh, yeah, Bofa's in the closet. Sorry. I can get Bofa out if we need to. Give me a few moments. We'll get him out. I saw some people blaming Bubba Wallace for that crash. Outrageous. People get turned. He didn't even block or anything. He was running the middle lane and Chastain hit him and turned him around. I think that was just quite simply just a awkward situation and turned him around. What is Bubba Wallace supposed to do in that situation? I don't know. Like, usually people write that down as a racing deal at super speedways, but as soon as it's Bubba Wallace involved, they're like, you know what? I think that's Bubba Wallace's fault. He wrecked everybody. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, people. All right, let's get into Texas. Favorite NHL team. I don't know if you can see it. I'm actually wearing my favorite team's shirt, Tampa Bay Lightning. It's all black. It's hard to see. It's the pirate version. They just lost last night to Montreal, unfortunately. So we have to force a Game 7 tomorrow, hopefully. I'm going to grab Bofa. Let me get Bofa out here. Hi, Bo as well. Bo, meet Bofa. Bo and Bofa have finally met. I don't know if we need to really run practice. I guess we can run a lap or two. I like these 1.5 miles in this game because you don't need an insane setup to be good. Like the short tracks where you need an absolutely insane. Oh wait, I already have a custom setup. Okay. Let's just go run 2 laps of practice and then we'll get it going. See you later, Hot Rod.
Hit your marks and focus on our goal.
Enjoy your evening. We'll see you hopefully by the end of the race. I might need to turn the audio up, actually. I just remembered I had it turned down yesterday because we were streaming on the F1 channel. Let me crank this up to here. Do let me know if it's too loud. I think it'll be okay there. Let me know again if how the audio balance is. What's going on, Trey? You started a new 25 career on PC. Halfway through season 1 of ARCA. ARCA, huh? How's that been going for you, Matthew? Dover is going to be bad. Yeah, Dover's not going to be in the middle of the day. They're not really doing anything cool for that All-Star race. I'm just not looking forward to Dover. I wish I had a points race. The drivers have said it too. You need a lot of laps at Dover for that track to really get to where it needs to be in terms of rubber on the track, and the actual racing product would be really good.
What do you think? You want to stay out?
All right, let's run one more lap. Who you got for Texas? I'm going with a Gibbs car again. It'd be a Gibbs car or Tyler Reddick. Well, Bubba Wallace. Don't count out Bubba. He's been in position a few times up there in Texas as well. So He might have an opportunity, but I'm just going to go with... I'm going to get away from Reddick, and I'm going to go with a Hamlin or a Briscoe. That's my personal guess. All right, that's enough practice. Much more fun with a wheel and better visuals, absolutely. And you got your mode still like working, no problem, I take it? Oh, man. Holy crap. We were top of the board big time. In practice, we are 3.5 tenths quicker than everybody else. Oh, my. Maybe, custom... I mean, the only thing I've done is tire pressures and wedge. That's wild. We might have to, like, revert those so we don't blow everybody away here. Xbox lobbies, I gotta figure out what Clayble's plan is for Friday, and then once I know his plan, I will be able to inform on that one. I'm actually going to nerf myself a little bit here because I don't want to just destroy everybody. So we'll put the tire pressures like way up for now, and then we'll go from there. Do like 40, and then like 30 on the lefts here. All right,
let's do this.
It ain't fun. The game's not fun when you dominate everybody. I don't want to do that. I like to have a challenge.
And drive the wheels off this thing.
Are we doing an in-season challenge? That's a good question. I didn't think of that. But now that you mention it, I would like to. Definitely. We're going to be doing that in career mode soon. I didn't do it at the same time as IRL. It's going to start actually at Sonoma. So that way there's only, I think, one road course in the bracket challenge in the career mode. And then we'll do, you know, get away from the super speedway. Have more of a, oh man, I'm in the wall. Have a bit more authentic kind of bracket challenge. With a little bit of a curveball, of course, with the road course. Oh, it's so tight. One change on the tire pressures like that, and boom, it just plows. We're going to probably qualify pretty bad here. Yeah, I couldn't even keep it full throttle in 3 and 4. All right, down the front straightaway. To the line.
Okay, shut her down.
Oof. 27th. We got some work to do. We're going to definitely bring those tire pressures back down. Denny Hamlin on pole over Kyle Larson. William Byron, Reddick, Bell, your top 5. Elliott, Briscoe, Blaney, Busher, Bowman round out that top 10. Cindric and Jones there, top 20. We're right there in P27. Jimmy Johnson in the field here. All right, let's make some changes here. Daniel S isn't good. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. You can't bring that. You can't bring those comments into a Daniel Suarez fan chat here.
Time to go. Okay, let's change things up.
All right, we're gonna go down to like 22. I'm trying to find a balance to where we're not too fast. So I'm not gonna go too aggressive. But obviously, as this race goes on, we can make adjustments here with the tire pressures and the wedge. So we'll be in good shape here. My dad's getting on me about hitting the wall. Marbles. Oh my goodness, it's the iconic marbles. Do you think Kyle Busch switching crew chiefs will actually help him? I'm so glad you asked.
I need you driving, not napping. Crank that
I
motor
do not. Well, maybe a little bit. Like I think it might gain him. You know, I mean, well, how much experience does his new crew chief have with next gen? Who is it? Andy Street? I don't know anything about him. But if he doesn't really have any experience in the next gen car, then I don't really see any hope for Kyle Busch personally. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot. It might gain him a few extra spots, but that's it. I think it's still going to be a rough year.
The car looks better moving. Make it happen.
Hi, Aaron. Andy Street filled in for Bush after Burnett announced he was going to track. Oh, yeah, because Burnett announced he was leaving, and then they were like, screw you, because RCR is really weird about that kind of stuff. He was Austin Hill's crew chief for a few
Quit staring
years.
at the gauges. Start the dang thing and let's roll.
He'll go from P25 to P24. I mean, yeah, I think it's still gonna be a rough year. I don't think there's any saving Kyle Busch's year. You know, I don't think they're trying to save the year. I think Kyle Busch, you know, I think they've already written him off of making it into the top 16 for the chase, right? As we're underway here from Texas, 80 lap stage 1. My goodness, that's a long one. 67.67 laps of field.
Stay left.
But I don't know. It'll be interesting. Like, I want to see Kyle Busch run better. You know, I haven't been a fan of kind of Kyle's attitude lately. You know, I've been really liking Kyle Busch in some recent years, but his kind of attitude lately is throwing me off a little bit. And just like, man, like, instead of kind of calling people out like a Denny Hamlin for kind of spitting facts, or instead of whining, like,
clear low.
I think you should be taking Hamlin's advice. Like, step up as a Hall of Famer and lead that team where it needs to go. You know, that's just my opinion, anyways. But we'll see what happens with that 18. And like the big problem is, like, you know, he's getting outrun consistently by Austin Dillon.
Car high.
Will Kyle Busch win this year? No.
Stay low.
Chad, what lap do we see yellow number 1? Carson Hocevar, your Talladega winner.
Stay left.
To my right side here, down the back straightaway. We're 3 wide down this back straightaway. I am really tight. We're definitely going to have to make some
Stay low.
adjustments here still. I figured the adjustment I made on the tire pressure would loosen me up quite a bit, but it didn't. So we'll definitely make some more adjustments here once we get the opportunity. Might be a bit of a long stage, just waiting to get a pit stop here. I'm going to jump up in front of the 88. Oh, Chad, I got an interesting video coming out tomorrow. It's called NASCAR 26 Franchise Mode. You might have already seen a post on it on the community tab. I posted a little picture on it. No, it's not real. I saw some people being like, is this real? No. But it's basically it's a concept video where I just talk about, I dive into all the stuff that, like, I think a franchise mode could have and really benefit from.
One high. Clear outside.
This about got good old Josh Berry. Now, what do you guys think? We stay on the subject of Kyle Busch. Is he going to... I would say, is he going to, but where is he going to end up next year? I think it's obvious he will not be in the 8 car, I feel like, right? I think we all are in agreement of that. But where does he end up?
All clear.
Obviously, a lot of people say Spire, as Aaron says Spire. I feel like the easy answer is Spire, but I'm not entirely convinced on Spire anymore. But I feel like Spire is probably his only shot to, you know, get himself back on a path to any form of success before he ends up retiring in another couple of years, probably. I don't know how much time he has left, really, but 23:11. I don't know. Would he want to drive for Denny Hamlin? Denny Hamlin apparently called him out. In his eyes, he called him out.
One high.
At Spire, he can get outrun by Hocevar and Suarez. There it is. What are they going to say about Suarez if he's outrunning a 2-time Cup champion at that point?
One up high. Clear outside. One outside. Clear high. You want it.
Suarez had a decent weekend as well. He actually had a subpar result in Talladega. He was right in that big wreck, of course, just like, you know, 3/4 of the field were, but he got a decent result out of the weekend considering everything that had happened. So that was all right for Daniel.
One inside. Clear inside.
Well, it's not hard to do much better than Trackhouse right now. Where did they end up in Talladega? Chastain ended up getting a decent result, right? Pretty sure he did. SVG, Zillish, they both got caught up in the mess in stage 2 with that big crash. They had a bunch of damage. I'll be interested. I hope this weekend we'll see, you know, what SVG can hopefully maybe get back on track a little bit. Maybe what Zillish can do. I'm going to take this 3 wide. Don't mind if I do. Oh, that's close quarters with the 6 of Keselowski. Ty Gibbs having a rough run as well. We're working our way forward. We're just kind of chipping through. We're going to continue to make adjustments. Like I said, we definitely need them. But even with the car driving like crap right now, we're making some gains here. You think Reddick should get the 11? Well, it sounds like he's staying long-term now with the 45. I mean, they just signed him on to an extension. Very smart, obviously. Yeah, JGR wouldn't even take Kyle Busch on. They were willing to walk away from him when he, you know, well, I guess he was the one that kind of walked away, but, you know, they were plenty fine with moving on from him at the time, and now he is even less of a commodity, you know, like, they're not going to see a need to have a Kyle Busch on their team now. Joe Gibbs doesn't need to change their lineup, you know, until Denny's gone, obviously. I mean, they have got an insane lineup with Hamlin and Briscoe and Bell, and even Ty Gibbs now has turned into a very, very competitive threat week in, week out. As much as I don't like that, he's good now. He's got it figured out.
One high, clear outside. One up high.
Don't forget, though, yeah, Kyle Busch, Joe Gibbs made an offer to Kyle Busch to stay with that 18 car. Less money, but there was still an offer. They at least put their hand out and said, hey, we will keep you on if you take this deal, which he obviously didn't. But so I don't even blame Joe Gibbs for, like, you know, shifting towards the grandson at that point. Mr. Bad Guy is here. What's up, Mr. Bad Guy? Should the Cup Series return to its roots and become a modified division? Oh my. Wouldn't that be something? You know, speaking of that, I was thinking about doing a video where I simulate the first ever NASCAR season on NR 2003. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do it, but it was something I was looking into. I think it'd be kind of a unique video. I think Heim will be at 2311 next year. I don't know if you'll ever see Heim at Gibbs, but I think 2311 is a very obvious, you know, realistic expectation for 2027. Do you run custom setups? I run custom setups to a very minimal extent. Like right now, the only thing we've touched is tire pressures and wedge, which we're going to continue to adjust on because I haven't gone far enough, so I'm not running as good as I could be. But we're trying to make sure I don't run too fast. Like, I don't want to just blow the AI out of the water because Texas on 105 is a little bit easier. So I'm trying to find the margin of what's going to make this race competitive and not too easy, but obviously not too difficult. But I mean, short tracks and road courses, I recommend full-blown custom setups at those, that's for sure. I am so tight in the middle of like 1 and 2. What a long stage we have here. 80 laps of racing. Pretty typical at 1.5 miles though. Gary has a whole country against him in Monaco. You watched that F1 video today, I take it? That was a fun video to make. I had that planned. I was like, we're going to do, you know, and we did the night race last season. I'm like, okay, we're going to do the day race this season, but I want to have some kind of unique storyline around the reason we're not going to race again under the lights. And then that was what I came up with. But hey, I'm all for Hendrick. If Hendrick stole Corey Haim and put him in the 48, that'd be insane. But, and what do you guys hear about the rumor? Apparently Jesse Love being like a potential candidate. That was very surprising to hear for me. I don't see a lot of, like, I mean, Jesse Love's an alright driver. I don't see all the hype personally in him. Honestly, I could see him, I guess to be fair, I could see Jesse Love kind of being on an Alex Bowman level in Cup, where, yeah, he's probably not going to win that often, but he's going to, for the most part, do what he needs to do, kind of like an Alex Bowman has done previously. But I don't think you're going to, you know, he's not going to be a Byron or a Larson or an Elliott. He's not going to be going and winning 3-4 races a year. Hello, PH, how are you? How far into the timeline are you going to do the Heat 5 career? As far as we are able to. As long as, I always say this, as long as the support is there from the community, we're going to do it. You know, if like nobody's watching, then we won't do it. So, but so far, yeah, as long as people are supporting the series, we're gonna go for as long as we can. Like if we could go to 2020, which that would be probably no chance, but if we could, we would absolutely like go all the way to like 2020. We have run down Allmendinger, kind of. We're just about to Allmendinger, about 7/10 of a second back from the 16, and then he got Logano, last year's winner there, in 14th, just up in front. Very calm start here in Texas. I'm leaning, personally, I'm more leaning to putting Kyle Busch in that 18 along with the timeline. He's going to, no matter what, he'll start in the 5 for 2000 and 2005. And then one of the things I tell Contar and everybody was I kind of wanted to keep kind of, oh, we got a wreck. Hold on. We're wrecking.
Yellow's out.
Yellow for, who is that? I can't tell. Chastain. But everyone's going to stay out here. Okay. I wanted to keep like legends of the sport. I kind of wanted to keep similar timelines for them in the career mode. So like, you know, Jeff Gordon always drives a 24 to the end of his career. You know, Jimmy Johnson always stays in the 48. You know, Dale Jr. likely, not guaranteed, I will say on Dale Jr., but likely goes to Hendrick. Kyle Busch stays the same, right? He comes in with Hendrick, goes to Gibbs. Denny Hamlin runs for Joe Gibbs for his career. You know, stuff like that. I want to keep some of the legends of the sport in a similar trajectory. Not everybody for sure, because there's definitely going to be some that we do differently. But,
You ready?
And then, of course, we get really creative on the everybody else department, basically, that isn't like a legend of the sport. All right, restart number 1. William Byron leads early. I see Chase Briscoe up there in P2.
Hold your line.
Jeremy Mayfield out of the 19 after 03, replaced by Casey Atwood, with Mayfield in the 32, and replacing Nemechek in 25 is Casey Mears. So you moved Mears up to Hendrick like a few years earlier then, right, Sean? When did Casey Mears go to Hendrick? 07, 08, something like that.
One outside.
He wasn't there long, I know that. He was only there for like a couple of years, and he didn't really do very good.
One high.
I'm always surprised sometimes at like seeing some of the drivers that drove for Hendrick, like you know, Casey Mears, who didn't really accomplish anything here.
Car outside.
You know, I never realized that Joe Nemechek had raced at Hendrick. You know, like those guys, I'm like, how
Car
in the world
outside.
were they at Hendrick and they don't have, like, you know, a bunch
Clear
of
outside.
wins?
One outside.
What is the NASCAR 26 franchise mode video about? It basically just goes into, it's going to drop tomorrow at about
Still
6
in there.
p.m. Eastern time,
Clear
but it
high if you
basically
want it.
goes into just, it's just a concept video on, I'm hoping to get like the ball rolling for them, and that
One
they
up high.
see it and they're like, oh, this would be kind of cool, and hopefully people agree, like
Clear up top.
basically just
Inside.
overviewing everything that a franchise mode could be for a NASCAR
Stay high.
game, and I went
Clear
into the
inside.
idea of, you
Inside
know,
door.
being able to own your own team or
Clear bottom.
take over a
Inside.
team, like a real team. You can then, of course, you know, if you own your own team, for example, and you want to have
Still there.
3 cars on your team, like, you got to go and get the money for the charters, and we got a car on the wall. It's the 17. Caution's out again.
Out.
But you gotta
Pit road
like
is
buy
open.
your charters, and then you gotta like find the funding, because charters are expensive, you know. So you can have like partners and a board that kind of like approves stuff like that, and on top of that, of course, scouting for drivers, and you know, having a big pool of drivers, not just locked with Cup, O'Reilly, and Trucks and ARCA, but even go down to like bringing in like Cars Tour drivers, you know, stuff like that. Get a big pool of drivers we can scout, we can develop, you know, have facilities that we can upgrade and maintain, proper research and development, stuff like that, you know, being able to assign and scout, you know, head of aerodynamics people, you know, and head of downforce, and you know, all these different things that combine into being able to make your cars faster. I said in the video too, I was like, it's not exactly the most realistic,
Stay low.
because everybody kind of gets the same parts now. But I'm like, it's a video game at the end of the day, and I know everybody would love it if we had like an F1 game style R&D tree
Hold your line.
where we can actually upgrade our teams, and you know, the AI teams are upgrading alongside
Stay
us, so
low.
we have to invest
Clear
into the
outside.
people and get better people to get better upgrades, and yeah, I really went deep into it. It's like a 16-minute video. I just kind of did a big deep dive
Car
on what I
outside.
would like to see. Hey Ben, how are you? Nice to see
You're all
you.
clear.
I've seen you in the comment section so many times. It's nice to see you in a live
Outside.
stream. Hello Dello as well. Welcome on in. Are you able to speak to iRacing devs since you are a creator?
Outside. 3 wide.
I have, I am able to email like one person on their team, but I don't really
Inside.
like, oh good God, Busher's sending it, we're 4
3 wide.
wide.
4 wide.
Oh, I'm so tight.
Clear
But
bottom. 1 inside.
I got like one person's email that I
One
can like
high.
talk to.
3
We'll
wide.
email, especially like when NASCAR 25 just came out, like, one of the guys on their team, we would email back and forth all the time, just me trying to relay some
Hold your line.
issues in the game that I was having,
Clear
or
inside.
some issues that you guys were reporting, I was sending over to him. I'm like, hey, a lot of my community is saying they are having this problem, and then I would relay that.
Car outside.
But in terms of like
Clear 3 wide.
being able to talk to them about features in the game, I've never bothered to try and do that, because I don't want to.
Stay low.
I myself don't like when a creator tries to
Hold your line.
think they can dictate a direction of
Clear up top.
a sports game, or any game for that matter. You know, I absolutely am all aboard of coming up with ideas and say, hey, this would be cool, but not like, I'm not going to email one of the people on their team being like, you need to do this, you know? But I'll certainly make a
One
video
outside.
being like, hey, this would be really cool to do, which is what we got coming out tomorrow. Hello, Cheeseman. Retro Gamers here as well. Welcome on
Outside.
in. We might break into the top 10 here. Kyle Larson now out in front, halfway through stage 1.
You're all clear.
Always commenting on your stuff. NASCAR, yes, and the F1. Ben, you are always, like I said, few minutes ago. You are always on the comments, and I appreciate those regular commenters. We got quite a few of you guys that are always regularly commenting on the videos, and I greatly appreciate that kind of stuff. Time trial mode, that would be cool. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things, let's be honest. You know, NASCAR 25, like I've said, it's not perfect. It's far from perfect. I've had a lot of fun in this game. I've had a lot of frustrations in this game. But yeah, there's a lot of missing features. You know, like just looking at the F1 games, like, and what they have, it makes sense. It's the first game from the studio. But yeah, like a time trial would be really cool to have. I agree. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that I think we will hopefully get in the future. You know, hopefully, I don't want to see couches in NASCAR games like F1 ended up doing. You know, I don't want to buy couches in my NASCAR game, but
stay high. Inside.
It helps put your stuff out. Yeah, comments help. The biggest help is, and I'm apparently when you're streaming you're supposed to say this, but I never do because I forget and I don't really care. But likes, liking the video obviously is like the #1 thing that drives the video to perform better. And same for the streams. It's like people liking the stream always helps the stream perform better. You'll always hear a streamer go, "Like the stream, guys," and then I never do it. I don't even think about it. But here's my moment. Hit the like button on the stream. Come on.
Stay high.
I'm going to get in behind this 19 here. The inside line is the pure meta. You just got to be right down here on this bottom groove. We got a fast car, but as soon as I got caught on the outside there, it was like game over. Oh, Briscoe's going to go for a bit of a block here. Okay, fair game, fair game. That'll actually kind of help us both get to the inside of the 17. I'm just so tight, so tight. Will you ever add a membership perk where members can be added as drivers in the career mode? Probably not. Probably not on that one.
High side now.
I like what we got going now, where like they can be, you know, crew members and a spreadsheet and stuff like that. But like when it comes to making a member, like a driver in the series, I don't know. I kind of like it just feels to me. I don't know why, but that part feels a bit wrong if I was to do something like that, because it's like, you know, not everybody can afford a YouTube membership, right? So, you know, even within my current financial situation, like I have like one YouTube membership. I can't really afford to do more than that. Like not everybody can afford to do something like that, and I don't like making anyone have to watch a video and then they feel left out because they're seeing like, oh, a member paid to be like a driver in the career mode. That just feels wrong to me. I'm sure some people would, you know, I've seen like other YouTubers, not in NASCAR, but you know, do some stuff with like channel members that I have always kind of felt like was a bit wrong. You know, one thing I don't like is when a streamer, and sometimes I get it, like if your chat's going absolutely insane, but there's some streamers that will always lock their stream chats to members only. And I just, if I see a streamer do that, I just stop watching them. Because I'm just like, really? Like you're going to make people pay just so they can chat in your stream? Just feels so wrong to me.
One outside.
Yeah, as you say, Ben, like there's a lot of people like that right now, you know, and the current economy, a channel membership is like, you know, should be the least of priority, you know. We all got a lot more stuff to worry about in this current economy, right? What if you don't renew your membership? So what would happen is if you don't renew it, you would stay on the spreadsheet in your overall stats, but then you would like be, like your overall stats would stay there, but then you wouldn't be on a team for the next season. I'm just so tight. Even with this tight car, as the stage has gone on, we have continued to go forward. I am just now looking at the field, and we have We're coming up on 30 to go, and we got 23 laps of fuel. We're going to be a little bit short. One more caution, though. That'll change it pretty big time. What's your pace versus the leader's pace? Let's take a look. What's the leader doing? Kyle Larson ran a 31.2. I ran a 31.2. And I think I can run faster, to be honest. We'll see. It helps that these AI are giving me this push right here. And I'm just going to send it to the inside of the 9. I feel like if we can get to the lead, we might end up dominating here. Texas is definitely on the easier side of 105 AI. I said after Talladega, oh, the 24. I didn't say that. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, he's dead. Everyone's going to pit. Hey, and that's the way I appreciate it, Ben. Like, comment, all that stuff. I appreciate that. All right, let's get ready to come in here.
Want to change anything up?
I was gonna lower the pressures, but like, we were kind of on pace with the leaders. Like, if I go any lower on the pressures, I'm just gonna destroy everybody. At least here, it's a challenge. So I'm actually going to keep it where it's at. I got to hit pit now. Oh my god, I almost ran out of time right there. Jeez. All right, we're good. We're good. Oh, we had some cars stay out. Oh, hold on. Wait, why is it showing that? That is not my alert box that I have set up. Commander just gifted 5 memberships. There it is. Okay. I was like, what? Commander, my man. Thank you so much, Commander. Gifted 5 memberships right there. Who's it going to? Brian, Hugh E88, Country Aces. Country Aces, I know them. Ghoul is in the part 2, and Random Mario Bros. Massive W to Commander. Thank you, Commander. Very kind of you. He was in here yesterday on the F1 channel doing the same thing. Commander is an absolute legend. So thank you so much, Commander. I can't wait to race against Commander again in the in Stream Car whenever we get that going next season. Also, Ben, I see you also said right before that, I've shared your videos quite a few times also. Thank you. I don't know if a lot of people share my videos, but thank you.
Green. Inside door.
All right, let's roll. We had cars stay out. Right here. Custer,
Inside now.
Jimmy Johnson. I see Jimmy Johnson. Allgaier. Who else? Maybe Gilliland. Wow, I should have just stayed on the gas. I started lifting because I'm used to that green flag run where you got to lift. Oh my goodness, massive shot from the back from the 48. Oh, this is going to get...
One bottom.
Watch out. Watch out. We got a mix of slow cars and fast cars. I'm coming through the middle. Chad Fincham on the outside here. Jimmy Johnson, Cole Custer, Zane Smith, all up here as well. We're going to be 4 wide. Oh, this is tight racing. I'm super tight. Contact with the 22. Oh, we're going to get the short end of the stick on this one, aren't we? Jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up. My goodness.
Car inside.
Maybe the wildest restart we've had. We still got cars in the way up here. Oh, this is going to get awkward. 3 wide on the exit of 4. Oh, we got to check up. Larson just threw a huge block on the 22. We're still 3 wide. Allgaier is not going to give this one up, is he? Larson's going to drop back. I'm going to split right through the middle.
4 wide.
Woo.
Clear 3 wide.
Woo.
Clear bottom.
We made it.
Clear up top.
We're all good. Look at that mess. Oh, that 5's got speed.
Outside now.
Huh. What?
Clear outside.
Look at that 5. Look at that 5
Clear
go.
low if you want it.
I'm going to try and follow him right here.
Outside.
Larson's been in position to win like an extra 2 or 3 races this season in this streaming of these 100% races that we've been doing, but he's just not been able to close out any of the races.
Still
and we were the one that really benefited off of off of his misfortune in, what was it, Kansas a few weeks back. Yeah, we do have a lower tier one. We got 2 memberships. We got the lower tier one at the $1.99, I think. Or is it? I think it's $1.99. American USD. All right, that worked out okay. You know, not great. They're 4 wide back there. But that could have certainly worked out worse than it did. I think we got all the slower cars out of the way. So now with 20 to go in the stage, we got Ryan Preece actually showing up here, having a good little run. If by any chance you haven't kept up with this season that we've been doing, we do not do stage points because of the fact that we can't scroll down the leaderboard and can't see the overall points after the race. So we only give a single point out to the stage winners of stage 1 and 2. And then we give out the proper points for the finishing order, of course, because we can see that. And we are doing a chase format, so there's no playoffs. Once we get to the chase, you know, we'll just do it exactly like real life. And I'm guessing maybe that'd be interesting, because when they get to the chase in real life, I'm imagining we'll be around NASCAR 26's release at that point. So if we wanted, whenever we get to that point later in the year, we might be able to switch over to NASCAR 26 to like finish off this season. That'd be kind of interesting. Hopefully the game will be a lot better when we get to NASCAR 26. Fix my pit stops, please. Give me some more diversity in the running order. Driver changes, of course, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But the thing is, man, it's such a 50-50 split because the AI is so much fun to race against. Oh, Preece got there. Preece got to my inside, dang it. But the AI is so much fun to race against for the most part in this game. There's a few tracks I don't like racing against them, but
clear low.
It's just, yeah, they gotta fix some other stuff with it. You know, the diversity of the running order and, you know, as we always say, every time we do this stream, we talk about it. The pits sequences. The pit strategies are so stupid in this game. I cannot believe that they shipped this game with the pit strategies that the AI have, though. It's just the dumbest I've ever seen. Now, it's a little better in the 100% races, I have noticed. It's not as stupid for the most part.
Inside now. Clear low.
Dang it. Alright, we got Preece covered. GTA 6 and NASCAR 26 you're getting when it comes out. I look forward to GTA 6. We're gonna have 3 games, I guess. We're gonna have 3 games coming out, all in a probably short time span that I'm looking forward to. You know, IndyCar, NASCAR, GTA. I look forward to all 3. I'm not sure what the situation's going to be, but of course you guys know, like NASCAR 25, I had early hands-on with NASCAR 25 by a couple of days, and I was able to share that with you guys to kind of give my opinions on it. I'm not sure what the IndyCar game's going to be. I'm not sure if I'm going to get like early hands-on with that game. I'm hoping I do, just so I can kind of let you guys know beforehand if the game is good or if it's crap. But we'll see. I have no clue if that one's what their situation is there, because it's a completely different, you know, it's iRacing Studios, but a different like development team doing that game. So we'll see. But they gave me iRacing Arcade actually early, which that surprised me because there's nothing like NASCAR related in iRacing Arcade. So I was very surprised when they reached out and they were like, hey, you want to like show this to your community? GTA is going to shut down the world. Oh, it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. Oh, speaking of insane, don't come back down. Chase Elliott,
out.
big crash in the number 9.
Pit road is open.
He's staying out. That was a pretty big hit. Who else? William Byron. William Byron took a big hit earlier, and we have not seen him since. So I'm wondering if William Byron's running like crap now with some damage. Yeah, this is not a good race for Matthew. You're hoping this is not realistic. You're hoping this does not happen on Sunday. Whenever we do these 100% races, I feel like it's the same drivers that wreck as well. Chase Elliott, William Byron. Calling my shot now. Kyle Larson's going to crash at some point. Denny Hamlin will probably crash at some point.
You ready now?
The 12, good chance Ryan Blaney crashes. Look at that 9. That 9 is destroyed. Yeah, DNFs need to be. If DNFs are not in the next game, oh boy, man, that will be.
Stay low.
That will be annoying.
Outside.
I keep forgetting I gotta stay full throttle on the restart. All right, it'll be
Clear
6
outside.
laps to go. Logano's
Hold
trying to
up
get to my inside. You are
Clear
not
high,
doing
you
that,
want.
brother. So tight. I feel like we got a good balance though of where we need to be with the AI, so I don't really want to adjust the car any more than what I have. See you later, PH. Enjoy the rest of your shift. Christopher Bell to the lead here in Texas.
Outside.
To the inside of Elliott. We'll have help from Logano coming our way here down the back straightaway. You'll give me a big shove right there. That will allow me to clear the 9 into turn 3, coming to 5 to go.
Stay low.
In stage
Clear
1
outside.
already. Stage 1's gone by relatively fast. Toe link breakage.
5 to
Yeah,
go now.
if we can crab
Outside
walk,
now. Clear high.
give me
you
crab
want.
walking in NASCAR 26. I'll be satisfied. I love
Clear.
seeing the crab walkers. Who was it in Talladega? Was it Ty Gibbs? I don't know. It might have been. There was someone that was doing a hardcore crab walk after the big one. F2, F3, kart prologue. There will be a prologue for the F1 26
Clear
DLC
outside.
career, which we'll just call it F1 26 career.
Outside door.
There will be a prologue, Dello, but I'm not 100% sure yet what the storyline is gonna be.
Still there.
There will definitely be F2, but
Clear up top.
probably only F2 in it. But we'll see. That could change. We could even do I don't know. What if
Outside now.
we?
You're all clear.
Well, no, because I'm gonna mod Colton Herta into the game at some point, so that would make sense. I don't know. We'll figure out something. I do want to do something I want to do something unique with the plot because we're gonna race for Cadillac in that career. So I would like to do something different. What if we did
Two to go
what
now.
if we did almost like a Connor Zillish thing, where didn't have the money to go F1, went NASCAR, and then the prologue is about how he ran up front enough seasons to get these super license points, and then one season in F2, if you finish up
One
front,
high.
you'll have enough to get approved to be in F1 or something.
Stay low.
Could maybe go down that
White
route.
flag here.
One lap to go.
Still there.
In stage 1, side by side with the 19 of Briscoe down the SPAC straightaway. Help coming from the
Hold your line.
22 of Logano. Into turn 3, Tyler Reddick looking to get the additional point on the exit of turn 4. Will just
Still
about
in there.
clear the 19, not quite. Tyler Reddick wins stage 1. We bring it home
Very good
P5. We'll take it. Not a bad start to this race after starting outside of the top 25.
Pit road
We
is
rally to 5th.
Does this strategy look like what you need?
We're not going to change the car. We're going to keep it
All right,
exactly
be up on the wall and be ready, fellas.
where it is. You could also be from a road to Indy background. What we're going to do, so when the IndyCar career mode comes out, we're going to do the prologue. The prologue for the IndyCar career mode is going to be F1 driver
Pace cars off.
that lost their seat. You know, so we kind of have something like that, just the opposite. And then they go to IndyCar. All right, Cole Custer,
Green, green, green.
Jimmy
One inside.
Johnson, and I believe Justin Allgaier stayed on the racetrack
Inside.
for stage 2. 85 laps here in stage 2. We got 5 more laps in the first stage. Here we go. And Custer, Allgaier,
Inside door.
Johnson did not pit. And they are going to check things up again. Big shot from the 5 of Larson.
Stay high. Inside. 3 wide.
Oh boy. Where am I supposed to go here?
3 wide.
I'm just going to have to stay in line with the 40. Oh, big shot again from the 5 behind
Inside
me.
now.
We're
Clear
3
high.
wide in the middle, beating
One
and
high.
banging with a 12 of Blaney.
1 inside.
Blaney's way up the
Clear
track.
outside.
Reddick, your stage 1 winner up the track. We're going to be 4 wide with Larson.
Carlo.
Here comes the number
Clear
5.
3 wide. 1 high. 3 wide. Car high. 4 wide.
There we go.
3 wide.
There we go. That's more like it.
1 low.
They're 4 wide again.
Outside. Clear high. You want
Screw it. Keep me in the middle.
3 wide.
Look at them
Inside.
back there. Crazy. Cole
Clear
Custer
outside.
and Johnson. We just
3
got to
wide.
get clear.
Outside.
Try to
now.
clear the 17. Clear of Busher.
Clear outside.
They left the
One
middle
outside.
wide open. I'm taking it. They are still
You're
4
3
wide. Custer just turned
Inside
left
door.
on me down the straightaway. But we'll
Clear
clear
high.
him. Larson's going to get stuck behind him. And once we clear Johnson, we'll be P3. How about it? We get through the chaos
Stay high.
at the beginning of
Clear
stage
low at
2.
4.
Hi, Austin. Sterling Marlin's been heating it up. Yeah, he's
One
not
low.
doing good in points.
Clear bottom.
He ain't having a good year in points, but I mean, what was the one race? He won Atlanta, right? And that was, I can't remember exactly how he won it. Didn't he benefit off something? I feel like he wasn't in position to win, but something happened. And then Daytona, obviously, at Daytona, anybody can win, and he just, bro, got up there and won it. But Bristol as well, he actually had speed all race. He didn't have the most speed, and then his AI just really capitalized on Ryan Newman, you know, kind of getting caught up in some of that traffic. Blaney's faster than me right now.
Clear bottom.
It was really cool. I really like, my favorite thing about that career mode is just quite literally how we're changing like history
Fastest
and
lap
getting to
everybody.
see those things play out. It's just a lot of fun. Not fun for a Gordon fan though, I'll tell you that. But you know, getting to watch these, you know, Sterling Marlin have this like late career resurgence season, you know, stuff like that is just really cool. We might have enough speed to go up here and get the lead. Oh yeah, the caution, that's right. Trapped a lot of people lap down. Yeah, that's right. Just like Bristol. P5's a 24 hater. I'm surprised. A few things that have surprised me so far is the lack of wins out of the 48, the 29, and 8. I expected all 3 of those guys to have more wins than they do, but they've only got 1 win apiece right now. So it'll be interesting. They've all had speed. It's just, you know, the way these races have played out. And then, you know, you got Newman, who's been on rails lately. Matt Kenseth, who went and won the 4 back-to-back races. And it's cool to watch that stuff play out. You know, and it shows you how, like, good and diverse the Heat 5 AI is because, as you said, you know, second best rating for the 48 in that career mode. If that was in NASCAR 25, he'd have, like, 6 wins because, you know, there's no diversity. Where in the Heat 5 career, he's only got 1 win. Here comes Tyler Reddick. That 45 is strong. And he's going to be rolling up to the back of us here. We are quicker than Logano. I am able to keep this thing matted right here. Oh, turn 1 and 2 is just so weird. And that's going to let Reddick. Oh, I'm so tight. I got to lift. Here comes Reddick to the inside. That's okay. I think if we get a long run, I can get it back. I think we got a good long run car. Again, we always have a good long run car, but we'll be back. Yeah, they didn't win very much in 03 IRL. I still expect to see them win more in the game, you know. But it'll be interesting. They still got time. We got, what, 11 races left in that season. I'm going to hopefully record... what's the next race? What's after Bristol? I can't remember. Is it Richmond? Might be Richmond. I'm going to try and record that tomorrow. I got to record that, and then I got to record F1 Manager tomorrow. JNT, my man. Cried on Sunday, a host of our fan right here in the chat. Thank you for the 9 months, JNT, my man. Appreciate you. You know, I don't really like host of our, but I'm always happy for the fans. So I'm happy for you. Congratulations. I'm sure that was awesome to watch, even though the race sucked. What was that like for a host of our fan? Because I'd imagine, you know, with like the way the racing is, you knew that as soon as the 3rd stage started, he was going to be battling for the win because there was not going to be anyone able to pass. So you had time to get ready. Darlington next. Okay, oh boy. Darlington. That'll be a lengthy one. Reddick all the way to the wall. Hello, Wizard. How are you? Awesome to see you. How's your week going?
Car outside. Stay low.
Finished watching Clable play 2011. I saw Clable was streaming the NASCAR The Game 2011. How is that going? Clable DM'd me earlier on Discord. I woke up to a DM from Clable and I was like, oh god. Oh, speaking of oh god.
Clear high.
Oh my. 45 wrecked right beside us. Caution is out for the first time in stage 2. Just got off work. Finished the F1 video. Awesome. Did you enjoy it? Did you like? I really tried, Wizard, because Monaco is so boring. I tried really hard to make a Monaco episode as interesting as I could. So I hope I did all right. I can probably see the engagement on that video and get a bit of an idea as we get ready to go in this restart. Hold on, let me look. I gotta find out now because let's see. I think the video's probably been out long enough. Yes. The engagement is up on the Monaco video. How about it? I actually did not expect it would go up. I thought it would kind of be like average, but no, it's up. That's awesome. So on average, by the way, on average, my average view duration on my videos is usually like 6 to 7. That's not on purpose. That was not on purpose. It's usually 6 to 7 minutes. The F1 video's at almost 8 minutes. I'll talk about that more in a second. I have another thing to talk about there, but I want to read J&T's comment.
Car high.
Thought it was over when he lost to 43, and then thought it was over when he lost to 47. Been a fan since 2022, so he feels so relieved and happy. Never been a fan of a driver as much. Well, I'm happy for you, J&T. I was not happy when I saw him win, but I was also like, man.
Stay low.
As I was telling my dad when we were watching, I said, I was like, that win was coming at some point. Like, we knew it was going to happen. Oh my God, plowing. But I also did say, I was like, if Carson Hocevar keeps on racing the way he is, which has been not driving like an idiot, he is kind of cleaned up lately, and I appreciate that. And if he continues to clean things up, I can absolutely see myself actually supporting Carson Hocevar.
Stay low.
Any stream along? Oh my God! Goodbye
You got the lead.
to the lead.
Caution's out.
Caution's out again. We're gonna do a watch along Saturday, Sean, on the F1, and then NASCAR is to be determined. Cashionero's here. You went to Chili's today? I saw you saw the McLaren F1 car today as well. What are we at? Yellow number 7. We did already have to deal with the Ty Gibbs win. That was bad enough. But I was talking about the view duration thing, and
Pace cars off.
I asked the community a few weeks back. I was like, would you like to see 2 races in an episode in the career mode, or 1 race? And most people voted for 2. So I've been kind of experimenting a little bit on some episodes we're sticking to 1, and some episodes doing 2.
Stay low.
And the reason I was wanting to experiment with it was because
Stay low.
I had noticed in the beginning of the NASCAR 25 career mode, the engagement of the videos were way higher when I was doing like multiple races per video.
Stay low.
And
We're out front, driver.
in the time that we've done, I think we've done what, 2 episodes where in recent that we've had 2
Clear
races
outside.
in that episode,
Outside
and
now.
the engagement has like doubled compared to the 1 race per episode. Contact with the 45 right there. Tyler Reddick, what a move!
Clear.
What a move!
Inside.
Just caught me sleeping, shot to the middle, and just drove right around me. And then he's gonna bring Kyle
Clear.
Larson with him. I mean, all the credit in the world there. He just got me. You said a top 20 time on the sim. Your ego is high. We went to the F1. I forget what it was called. F1. Oh, I don't remember what they called it. It was this like F1 museum thing that they were bringing around the world, and they brought it to Toronto. And I went on the sim and was like a top 5 time or something of that day, only the day. And my ego was through the roof for like a week. Welcome back, Trey. Love to hear the change in process on the 77. You guys know I'm not a fan of them, but I still get asked sometimes, they're like, why don't you like Carson Hocevar? And they're like, he's funny, he has a good personality. I'm like, I do not care. I do not have a care in the world about a driver's personality if he has an on-track history of intentionally wrecking people, intentionally wrecking himself, you know, stuff like that. That stuff made me just not be able to stand him on track. You know, in the truck series, he would wreck himself to get yellows. He would wreck other people on purpose. He wrecked people on purpose in Cup in his rookie year. Under caution as well. At Martinsville, I think there was one where he was wrecking someone under yellow at Martinsville. You know, last year, just bulldozing people for no reason. I'm like, I don't care if his personality's good. I'm not here to watch that, to watch him race like that. However, we have kind of seen him turn a bit of a corner
Still there.
this year, where he's a lot smarter and he's making a lot more high IQ moves, and he seems now that he kind of knows when to be aggressive and when he shouldn't be, which he completely lacked before.
Still in there.
And if he keeps up on this path, I am down to support the Carson Hocevar train. But he's got to keep it up, you know? But yeah, the celebration was epic. I know a lot of people are saying it might have been the greatest celebration ever. I'd rather watch a burnout than what he did, but it was still awesome. Regardless, I don't care. It was still epic.
Clear high.
You met Connor Daly and beat him in an IndyCar sim in Florida. We were at Type 1 Diabetes Convention and he was there. Does he have diabetes or not? Because I know he's had like sponsorship with, what was that one diabetes sponsor? They ended up leaving him. I can't remember what. They were with Ryan Reed for a long time. Does Carson Hocevar hate Lando Norris? That's news to me. I didn't know that, Cash and Arrow. Well, heck, I might be a Carson Hocevar fan now. He might, you know what? He's my number one.
Inside door.
If you would have just told me that months ago, I would have had a completely different opinion of Carson Hocevar.
Stay high. Still there.
I find that surprising, to be honest with you, because they both kind of have the same personality. You know, they're both like streamers, and well, I guess Lando doesn't really stream anymore, does he? But do you think Busch will ever win again, Trey? I think he can definitely get a win at some point, but it won't be this year. I think maybe next year. It'd be like a super speedway or something, in my opinion. Man, that 5 and the 11, we don't have what they got right now. We're gonna have to keep working on it. He said on a live stream he doesn't like Lando and he's a fan of Max. Oh, I didn't know that. You know what? My respect for Carson Hocevar just went up. Because I also don't like Lando and I like Max Verstappen a lot. Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri. Those are my two boys in F1. I would take Piastri over Max, but those are still my top two. Now that Hocevar's with Monster, yeah, Carson's going to be a Lando fan and a Max hater now. Watch. You met Ryan Reed a few years ago? I wonder what he's been up to. Was he a cool guy? He seems like a chill dude. Back when he was in like O'Reilly and stuff. It has been a year since Logano's won at Texas, isn't it? You're right. I saw Zilish was there. He was doing some NASCAR like sim stuff as well. I saw at the Miami circuit on iRacing or something. You tried the Monster Lando edition. I should get my girlfriend. She drinks Monster. I should get her the Lando can. See if she likes it. I don't drink energy drinks. But especially wouldn't drink anything with Lando Norris on it. Lando's face is plastered all over Miami right now. Hey, Cash and Arrow, you're in that general area. Are they gonna be racing Sunday or no? I saw the thunderstorms are coming in. Actually, like the Miami circuit's not a great race for the most part. Hasn't been in previous years, but I actually enjoy the event. It just looks like such a cool event. That's one thing that F1 has done so well in, and I think that's a part of why F1 is winning like it is, you know, in recent years, is, okay, well, we might not have the best racing at times, but we're going to put on a absolutely banger of an event as a whole, you know, and that's kind of where they win. You don't drink energy drinks either? You got tickets to the Texas race W. Dark Wolf, where are you sitting? What part of the track are you going to be at? Only drivers you met are Castro Neves and PK Jr. Yeah, screw PK Jr. I agree with you. Connor couldn't really stay more than a day because he had other stuff. Might rain, but you can't trust the weather. Yeah, very true. I mean, just watching NASCAR in Daytona is enough to know that you really have no idea what the weather in the Florida area. You always hear about the Florida weather being all over the place. You don't really know what the heck it's going to do. I do hope that race gets in, though, because I'm ready to see some more F1. I mean, we'll get the sprint in, I guess, on Saturday, but I want to see the main race. That'd really suck if we waited a month just for a race to not happen because of, like, weather, you know. We are just stuck here with Ryan Blaney and Tyler Reddick. Larson's leading with Hamlin way up the road. We're going to have to make adjustments if we're going to hang with the 5 and the 11. We got 31 laps to field, so we cannot make it to the end of the stage quite yet. So if a caution comes out now, though, I'd imagine everybody will come into the pits. We'll come in, we'll get fuel, we'll get tires. Oh yeah, F1 is during the Cup race, ain't it? Oh dang, at 4 o'clock I think F1 is, so. And NASCAR is on, I think, at what, 3:30? So I guess they're gonna be really clashing. Yeah, I saw the rules change, Cash. I am excited. You know, like I said, I know, like, I haven't been very fond of the regulation changes, but I haven't exactly hated the racing. Even if I feel like it's really artificial now, I still haven't hated it. Dang, I forgot. Yeah, Miami and Texas go right up against each other. So, what I'll be doing there is, anytime F1 and NASCAR are on at the same time, whenever NASCAR goes to commercial, that's when I'll put F1 on the TV. And then when NASCAR comes back from commercial, we just go back to strictly NASCAR. But of course, whenever F1's starting, I'll be making sure no matter what, we'll be watching that, because you always have to watch the start. And then I'll just throw F1 on my phone so I can always at least have it there. Should have Max run Watkins Glen. I would die to see Max Verstappen in a NASCAR race. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that F1 is on Apple for you guys now. I'm so glad that the deals you guys cut in America with F1 are separate from what we have to deal with here in Canada. So we haven't had any changes. It just strictly stays on our normal sports network. Yeah, I agree with that, Cash. Like, Lewis and Leclerc in China were, you know, that was outside of creating that overtake, which, yeah, like artificially, but, you know, the actual wheel-to-wheel, like, that's some racing right there. Into the outside wall goes the 11.
Yellow's
Denny
out.
Hamlin, caution's out. That's going to bring everybody into the
Pit road is
pits.
open.
Denny Hamlin. Hamlin's had some rough luck in this season that we're doing
Pit
here.
strategy
We're going to
looks
make
good
an
to you, driver?
adjustment because clearly we need a bit more if we're going to go up there and fight with Larson. I'm not going to go too crazy, but
Here we come, fellas. Be ready.
faster, not to downshift. Well, I honestly, like, you want to downshift maybe to 4th gear in turns 1 and 2. Problem is, I'm on automatic transmission, not because I don't know how to shift, but because if we were on manual, we would get really slow restarts. So we're on automatic to combat that.
Coming to the green.
Hello, Andre. How are you?
10 away.
Your family always gets
There's the
together
green.
to watch F1,
Far
but
high.
we'll be watching the Cup race on your phone. That's the way to do it. If you can't watch one on the TV, put the other on the phone, right? That's what I do.
Stay low.
Well, here's it. DRS was artificial too, right?
High side now.
My thing is, oh, we had some guys stay out or something. Oh my goodness.
Car inside.
Shoot in the middle.
3 wide.
Huge shove, huge shove. Look at Larson. Kyle Busch to the lead, by the way. Kyle Busch out front. I'm going to split right between Wallace and Allgaier. I think Busch stayed out. But back on the DRS thing. I think the thing is, like, DRS of course was artificial, but like the thing now is like what we have now. I think is it just feels more artificial than like DRS. I think that's kind of the point, right? To me, anyways, that's kind of my point. I'm like, yeah, DRS. I'm well aware that was artificial, just like right now is artificial, but what we have now just feels even more artificial than DRS.
Stay high.
All right, repeat 2. Watch Larson drive away. We made another adjustment. We'll see if it's enough to keep up. I think it is. I think it might be. We might have made a good adjustment here. All you Busch fans are begging for that winless streak to be snapped. I know October King right there. He's a Kyle Busch fan as well. I feel bad for you guys. I really do. You know, when I was a Jeff Gordon fan, when he was, you know, in the twilight of his career, that's when I came into NASCAR. You know, like watching him go on a, I guess he never went on as long of a winless streak as Kyle Busch has gone on, I feel like. But you know, him going on a 1-year winless streak was like the end of the world, you know. And now Kyle, what's Kyle Busch, what, 2023? Gateway, right? So it's been, oh my God, it's been like 2.5 years. 2.5 years since Kyle Busch has won a race in the Cup Series. Outrageous. I couldn't imagine that being like, if I was a Jeff Gordon fan, you know, and well, I was a Jeff Gordon fan, but if he went that long without winning, like I said earlier, like 1 year without a win was like the world was over. And then he would always bounce back and find at least one win in like 2013 or, you know, even 09. But I mean, you know, Jeff Gordon went through some rough times. You know, he went all of 08 without winning and then only won one race in 09 and then didn't win again in 2010 as well. But yeah, he certainly didn't go on a Kyle Busch current type streak. At least, like, you know, and when Jeff Gordon was on his winless streaks, like, he was still running, you know, top 10. You know, he was still fighting for wins as well. Unlike Kyle Busch, where it's like, you know, he's not, you know, he's not winning, and he's also not fighting for wins either. He's fighting for 20th. He's fighting for 25th. So it's, I can't even imagine being a Kyle Busch fan. Yeah, Larson's on a tough run. I mean, Larson's going to get there. What are we at now? 33 races for Larson? I mean, I never expected once Kyle Larson was at Hendrick for him to go that many races without a win. But, I mean, he's not running bad. I mean, he was nearly won a couple weeks ago in Kansas in overtime. But, so, he's still there. He's just, I mean, it doesn't help with the new Chevrolet body, and then also Toyota is just really, really good right now. But I think Larson will get there. Honestly, I feel like by the time you get around to the chase, you got to watch out for Larson, really. I feel like Hendrick and Chevy will kind of, you know, figure it out by the chase. We are going to need to make more adjustments to keep up with Larson here, by the way. He's just got me covered. And Briscoe's coming up. Hamlin's still got speed as well. Yeah, SVG is going to be on a winless streak too. Yeah, Watkins Glen, he's got to clutch up. Absolutely. I want to see SVG get back to victory lane. Bias, of course, I also really like Shane, so I want to see him win again. I am a firm believer, though. Trackhouse, I know at Coda, SVG had speed. I know Zilish had speed. I think Trackhouse is worse now than what they were at Coda. I don't think you're going to see SVG or Zilish either win, any of these upcoming road courses, because I think they're just so far off, unless they figure something out by the time we get there. I think they're just so far off right now that, their talent on the road course is only going to be able to overcome so much of how far off they are. Like, they'll still run top 10. They'll still probably run top 5. But I just don't think they'll have enough to go win. Which sucks, because I want to see Shane win. I want to see Connor win. I don't care about Chastain, sorry. I really don't care how he runs. He can run 30th every week. I'm not going to complain about that. I just care about SVG and Connor. No offense to Chastain fans. I just don't care about him. You'll be there this week, and you think Hocevar is going to go back-to-back. I mean, mile and a halfs are where Carson really thrives, so he'll be in the mix. Hocevar guaranteed will be up there in the conversation. As Tel Contar says, too, Hendrick's pretty good at sandbagging. Hendrick could be kind of hiding some of their potential for when the time is really right, Do what we need to do right now. I mean, look at the 48 team. Half of Jimmy Johnson's career wins came in the chase. That's insane, considering you have 10 races of chase and 26 in the regular season. Those Hendrick boys know how to turn it up when it really, really matters. And I think the chase format really allows them to do that.
Still in there. Clear low.
There goes Hamlin. We know Hamlin's fast. He's right there with Larson. We're going to have to make another adjustment here on the tire pressures. I think it's going to be Larson, Briscoe, Hamlin, and myself for the rest of this race. We got just coming up on 20 to go in stage 2. Do you think Reddick will win another race this year?
20 to go.
What are we at now? 5 wins? You said that after he won his 4th race? Yeah, I remember that. I was wrong, wasn't I? Yeah, I'm going to go back on the side of he's probably going to win more. He'll probably win another race or 2 at least. Reddick's just been Reddick's been right place, right time a lot this year. Like Daytona, Atlanta, he won those because he was in the right place at the right time. Kansas, he won that because he got a gifted overtime yellow. There's 3 of the 5 right there. But hey, he put himself in that position to be there. That's how he got it done. Who do you think would be the next first-time winner? Who do we have that's like a threat that hasn't won yet? Maybe a Ryan Preece at a few tracks, like in New Hampshire. Who else could there even be? I feel like that's the only one. I mean, other than unless Trackhouse figures out something and gets Zilish a win at a road course. Well, Priest has the Clash, but that doesn't count. That's not like a official, that's an exhibition win. So he's still looking for his first career win. Man, our pace, actually, right now, I think we are starting to close in a little bit here. Hamlin all the way up top, we clear him. Into 3rd again we go. Gilliland, oh, that's a interesting one. I don't buy into a Gilliland yet. I know he's had some decent runs lately, but I don't know, if I had to choose one off the top of my mind, like I said, if Trackhouse figures something out, by the time we get to the road courses, I'll throw Zilish in there. If not, honestly, like a Ryan Preece. I think I'd go Preece. Riley Herbst. Oh boy. Hey, I'll give credit to Riley Herbst. He has run a lot better this year. I did not see it coming. I didn't think it was going to happen, but you know what? And he's not run. It's not like he's running up there with Bubba or Tyler, but he's running better. How about Kyle Busch going to front row replacing Gregson? I don't think Kyle Busch would have a good time going to front row.
One up high.
Where's Noah Gregson at in points right now? I have no idea. He's probably like 27th or something,
Stay low.
if that. He might even be lower.
Still there.
Those front row cars aren't really
Clear high
that
if you want it.
great, you know? 30th, okay, so... You know, I know Zane Smith has been getting a few decent results, same for Todd, but
Car high.
man, I just don't think Kyle
Clear
Busch would have a
high.
great time over there at front row. How many laps has Hamlin led this year? Ooh, 500 and... Did he lead? Oh, he led Talladega, didn't he? Oh, he led Talladega. Let me think here. I'm just going to go for a complete random guess. I'm going 600 and
Clear.
like 630. 630. That's my guess. 603? 603? Okay, I guess that wasn't terribly far off. Look at that. Alright, we're clear of the Joe Gibbs boys. We got 11 laps to go once we come back to the line. Larson's coming up on slow cars. These are cars that I think have crashed and have damage. And one of them's a 24. I can see the Raptor colors from here. We have 3 cars that are off the pace because of damage from a crash. One of them's Byron. I don't know who the other 2 are, but Kyle Larson, we might be able to get a little closer to him as he's navigating through traffic, coming to 10 to go. We have seen this play out before. It was Kansas. It was Larson dominating. And he had some issues late in the race and we stole the win. I wonder if we could be setting up to do that again here.
10 to go.
You got Byron winning this weekend? Byron's had a kind of a rough year so far. I know he's had some decent finishes to kind of show, but he's lucky for some late race chaos because like Kansas, he ran like 15th, and then he finished top 10 because of overtime and
Inside.
helping him out there. But my goodness, now he's not as slow as that right there. My goodness, but he's not had a great year.
High side now.
I mean, Hendrick overall, like, has definitely, you know, been off. It's really just been Toyota and Gibbs, you know, and then Hendrick here and there kind of shines. Same for Spire with Hocevar. I know Elliott has the win, but, you know, he kind of backed into that win in Martinsville. Welcome back, Hot Rod Cooper. Hey,
Outside now.
CECS 1025.
Clear
Thank you so
outside.
much. Welcome on into the Going Club. Very kind of you. New member alert. Bristol was really bad for Byron. He was terrible there. He was, what was he? He was like 30th all day. It was awful. Yeah, Hocevar has been like, yeah, I would agree. 3rd best Chevy. Like, it's been Larson. Wait, who's the 2nd best Chevy? Would it be Elliott, I would say? I think, yeah, Larson's been definitely the best. I know he hasn't won, but, you know, he's been the Chevy that's been up there fighting for the wins, you know, on a weekly basis. Yeah, Elliott, that's fair. 2nd best, yeah. And then, yeah, Hocevar. And then, honestly, beyond that, it would be, yeah, Byron. Bowman, you can't really say about Bowman yet. He's only been back for a couple of races. But then I would say, honestly, I think Suarez has been the 5th best Chevy. Suarez has had a very decent year so far. Not incredible, but Not bad. Absolutely not bad at all. He's still right there in the picture for the chase. So, what times is Kyle Larson running right now? 5 laps to go. He ran a 38. I ran a 38. We're like dead even with the 5. I kind of don't want to adjust the car because I feel like this is the perfect balance for AI. We've got the perfect balance right now where we're dead even with Larson. He runs away, but I feel like if we get a long green flag run, I bet that time is going to shift into my advantage as this run goes on. We're not going to have enough time to figure it out here in stage 2, but Larson's going to run a 30.9, 30.8 again. We're faster. We are faster than the 5. Yeah, I'm not going to change the car. I'm going to keep it right where it is. Don't get too aggressive off the corner. My goodness. Michael Roots hinted at a McDowell-Busch seat swap halfway through the year. Well, I don't think, honestly, don't think anyone would be shocked because rumors have already been going on of Kyle Busch to Spire and McDowell being on the way out. Like those rumors started before the year even began, I felt like. So I don't think anyone would be overly surprised if that happened. The one surprise, like, yeah, halfway through the year would be a bit of a surprise, but Spire's done switches halfway through the year before, you know? So I guess it really wouldn't be out of the ordinary if they did something like that. I think, and if you were to do something like that, it also gives Spire half a year to judge Kyle Busch in their cars and see if it's worth sticking it out for another year beyond that, you know? But I mean, alluding to McDowell,
one more time.
with 1 lap to go here in the stage, but to McDowell, he's been the slowest car so far at Spire, but he's not been that far off, you know? Like, he's not been so far off to where I think he should be out of that ride, you know? All right, Kyle Larson's gonna do it. Hamlin has run me down. We're definitely gonna have to make an adjustment. Larson wins stage 2. We take P2. Denny Hamlin P3. It'll be Briscoe 4th. I have no idea. It's Elliott in 5th.
Pit road is open.
Suarez is going to get a good result in Texas. I hope. He has a good record at Texas. Or a decent record.
You want to make any changes
Maybe
here?
not incredible, but he has a decent record there. Let's see. We'll go down to 15 and 22, and I'm going to make a slight wedge adjustment to 47.5. One more stage to go. It's going to be about 100 laps. About 100 laps.
Okay, bring her around.
To try and get after this 5 of Kyle Larson. We have had some weird pit strategy today. Let's see if anybody stays out here. Surely no one's staying out again, right? No, okay.
Race car's off.
So we'll restart P2. I need a drink here. Either Priest wins next year or Trackhouse gets it together and Zillish wins a road course. Yeah, as we said earlier, like you said there, JM Pew. Like, yeah, Austin Dillon's been outrunning him consistently. You won your first cup race at Pocono? What a coincidence, W. Was it in the same fashion? Was there any fuel saving?
Be ready.
Pocono is, like, actually fun in NASCAR 25.
Green, green, green. Inside down.
All right. The third and final stage is underway from Texas.
One on the bottom.
Kyle Larson in control. But we know if you look at the trends of this season, when Kyle Larson's dominating, it's going to go wrong. so I'm confident we can still get him.
Car high.
It'll be in trucks. I have not seen it yet, Matthew. I have to remember to look at that. I did not want to drive that deep into the corner, but it kind of worked. Right to the back of the 5 of Larson.
One low.
Give him a little side draft. Oh, he's clear into turn 3. It seems like we can fire off better than him. And then after about 5 laps, it seems like the 5 gets better than me. And then we're kind of chasing him.
Driver, that
Big push from Denny. Doesn't really do anything. If I can just get to the inside of him, which might, if Hamlin gives me a shove right here, there we go, there we go.
Car outside.
Oh, Hamlin's wrecking. Hamlin's into the wall, trying to take the lead. Oh, we got it. Oh, I throttled up just to try and get a nose in front of the 5. And we got the lead from Kyle Larson right at the caution. Hamlin hard into the wall. That might be race ruin for the 11. That was a big hit. McDowell was close to winning Texas last year. Remember, he was in like, I think they did like 2 tires or something and got track position, and then Logano passed him, and then someone else passed him. Who was it? Was it Blaney? I don't know. It might have been Blaney. Someone else passed him for second, and then he just lost the rear and wrecked himself trying to save it. And wrecked himself hard. I mean, he KO'd the car.
Coming to the green.
All right, so now we are P1.
Green, green, green. 1 high.
We got Hendrick in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Oh yeah, he did throw that big block on Logano too. I remember that. Drove him all the way down to the inside on the back stretch.
Stay low. We'll get the lead back. Stay focused.
Yeah, if Logano doesn't win this weekend, what do we're looking at a year for Logano as well.
We got the lead.
Since he's gone to victory
Clear
lane.
outside.
All right, clear of Larson to the lead.
Outside. Clear high edge, you want it?
And Larson just went way up the racetrack too. Goodbye. Oh, the 45's wrecking.
Caution's out.
Caution again. Another yellow. That is the 2nd time the 45's gotten around. Caution out once more. Caution number 11. I agree, Telconta. Joey Logano is one of those guys. Yeah, Logano's semi-washed right now. I think Penske's semi-washed, but yeah, you know, you throw a block on Logano, it's like when you block Chastain, right? If you block Chastain or if you block Logano, unfortunately, those 2 drivers also do those kinds of blocks. But if you do it to them, they have no problem not lifting and wrecking you, which I respect. If you block, you got to be prepared to get yourself turned into the infield. I just wish more people would drive Logano and Chastain that way when they throw those kinds of blocks. So, you know, you throw that block, I am not lifted. It's Fast Cook Live. Jay and I were getting back into EASHL on the NHL 26 in these last couple of days. The most frustrating thing ever. Yeah, that 71 is up here. Here he is. McDowell actually having a good run in the game. Look at the speed out of that 5. Larson's already back. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away from him. I think the 5's still going to have the advantage as this run goes on. I'm going to try and cover him off. Look at the run. Look at the run. I'm not even going to try to block it. Larson to the
We
inside.
just lost the lead.
I'm going to try and keep it up
One low.
here. He's just got so much speed. I'm not going to race
Stay
him too
high.
hard right now. We still got a lot
Clear
of racing
bottom.
to go. Exactly, Jay. Even I was in the middle of the day. I'm like, that was the worst experience ever. I can't wait to play tonight. I'm ready for some more hockey. Has anyone who's been keeping up with the NHL playoffs, man? How about Pittsburgh getting eliminated last night, unfortunately? Those dang Philadelphia Flyers fans, they are a different breed. Reddick or Hocevar is going to win? Weinerville. Oop. Your parents are glad? Your parents don't like Pittsburgh? I don't really care about Pittsburgh, but I wanted to see Crosby go far in the playoffs. Because Sidney Crosby's getting old. He's only going to have a couple more years left before he's done. But I don't care about Pittsburgh, but I do like Crosby a lot. I used to hate Sidney Crosby when I was a kid. Sidney Crosby's kind of like Jimmy Johnson. You learn as you get older that he's like actually like a really good person. And then it's like, how in the world did I hate this guy? So he used to be my #1 hated hockey player. Now he's like one of my favorites because I'm like, oh wow, he's actually like a really good dude. So now I'm a big fan of Sidney Crosby now. You still hate him. Fair and valid. They're Blue Jackets fan. Oh man, that's a rough road. CJ, I don't think it's because Crosby got old. I think it's just I grew up enough to also see the other side of Sidney Crosby and not just see the side that I wanted to see, you know? Like, all you ever hear about is the awesome, like, really good things that Sidney Crosby does. And I'm like, oh, like, how? I can't hate that. I can't hate on a guy like that. It's just like Jimmy Johnson. Our NASCAR drivers, athletes. Oh boy. Here comes Reddick. Chat, what are your thoughts on that? Are NASCAR drivers athletes, yes or no? I think it depends on the driver. Some are athletes, some aren't. Now I know a lot of people that'll go, well, NASCAR drivers aren't athletes. Like, look, Tony Stewart or Ryan Newman, you know, big chubby guys. Mike Harmon can get in the car and race, blah blah blah. Therefore, they can't be athletes. Well, while you're not wrong, yes, they can get in, they can race. By the way, we are losing pace here, but yeah, they can get in and race. But let's look at their stats. I know Tony Stewart has incredible stats, but let's look at towards the end of his career. It kind of lines up, like when Tony Stewart was in the final 4 or 5 years of his career, was also kind of in the wave of NASCAR drivers at the top of their game actually kind of really becoming athletes. And we saw the drivers that really weren't in that whole wave of becoming a true athlete also really not be that competitive. So it's like, yeah, you can definitely not be an athlete. You can be not an athlete and race in NASCAR, but you're probably not going to be that good, you know? You're probably going to run in the back. Because it's those guys that actually have trained their bodies and go through their athletic process of what they need to do to be able to handle the temperatures and the G-forces and all the effects of the car, and those are the guys that are properly trained for these cars that also end up being the successful drivers, you know. So long story short, there's some NASCAR drivers that are absolutely not athletes, but there is the large majority, I would say, are.
Clear inside.
Dang it. We are just struggling here. I know, I say we're struggling. We're running fourth, but... Yeah, I feel like soccer or hockey, Jay. You know, soccer or hockey is probably like the only two sports where you, no matter what position, you kind of have to be an athlete to be in that sport, you know? Soccer, FIFA, whatever you want to call it, NHL. Norm Benning is 74 and he's still racing trucks. How does he perform? Has he won any races in the last 30 years? Michael Jordan could still go play a game of basketball right now if he wanted to, right? Yeah. Hello, Benjamin, by the way. That was a good little conversation about athleticism in NASCAR right there. Which NASCAR driver is like the biggest athlete in the series, I wonder? Who's like the best actual athlete in the NASCAR Cup Series? I would like to actually see like a study on that. I really have no idea who it would be. Kyle Larson? I don't know. Larson doesn't really like look like the most athletic. Like he looks like he does what he needs to do, you know, to be a NASCAR driver. But he's not like the number one. Reddick? Oh, Reddick. I didn't think about Reddick. Denny, I don't know. Denny said himself on his podcast that he's not really like, he's kind of like a Larson, which I just talked about. Like he kind of does what he needs to do, but he's not like the most athletic. I don't know, Jay, have you seen Reddick? Reddick's pretty like toned up. No, you're thinking about old Reddick. Reddick was a chubby boy. He's built now, yeah, he's built. I think you got to include Tyler Reddick. He might be up there. Let's do an easier question. Who's the least athletic NASCAR driver? Mike Harmon. Bubba? I don't know. I feel like Bubba's not really. Byron? Maybe Byron. BJ McLeod. Norm Benning. Norm Benning's up there, yeah, for the least. Daniel Suarez, actually. You can maybe include Suarez in there. Oh, yeah, Mike Harmon. Oh, I just got a Twitter DM from Mike Harmon. He says, "Catch me outside, Applebee's, Fort Worth, Texas, Main Street, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time." Oh yeah, it used to be Edwards by a long shot. And then I would say Jimmy Johnson after Edwards. It was definitely Jimmy Johnson. My dad keeps texting me, he says, "Quit playing with your microphone." Ronaldo Nazario. 115 kilograms. Scoring 17 goals and 27 games. Dang. That is pretty impressive. John Hunter, yeah, you know what? I forget about John Hunter like every week. I can see that. I would include him in that. He seems kind of built. The only time I ever see John Hunter Nemechek is when he's getting lapped in the 42 car, and he's always in the way when he's getting lapped. He is never not in the way. He certainly does not make life easy for people lapping him, or the leader lapping him. We've actually kind of held pace here. We got 68 laps to go. We have now got less than a stage 1 or a stage 2 to run. And we're kind of coming back here as this run goes on. We're reeling in Denny Hamlin. Bring it on. Could we go up there and get the win? But keep in mind, towards the end of stage 2, we did exactly this. We were reeling in Larson for a few laps, and then he just started to drive away. So we do got to be aware of that. That could be the same situation happening here. Also, Chad, I might be live tomorrow with Clable. I'm going to confirm, but Clable and I, we might be streaming tomorrow, doing some lobbies, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so I am going to double check with him. Good old Clable. A very unique specimen he is. But we love Clable here. He's a good dude. He joined us last week for the watch-along at Talladega in the O'Reilly race. It was a lot of fun. Talent is the main factor. Absolutely. Truck races tomorrow night? I didn't even realize it was a truck race this weekend. So, what time's that start? Jay, you don't. Oh yeah, Jay, you're always working every single day. But you know what, Jay? Oh wait, you don't have it on PC, do you? You don't have the game on Steam? I don't think. I was gonna say, you know what? You're on a holiday. You should join us. Jay, go buy the game on PC. Go get NASCAR 25 on Steam right now. Yeah, NASCAR 25. No, we're doing Call of Duty, Fortnite, golf cart racing. Jay. Oh, you do have it on PC. I completely forgot you had it on PC. Well, oh, Kyle Larson, there it is. We knew it was coming. Kyle Larson crashes from the lead of the race.
Pit road is open.
What did I say earlier? I said Kyle Larson. When he dominates these races, something goes wrong for the 5. See if my dad has anything to say about that. We'll give him a moment. I'm sure he's going to have something to say. Oh, you meant the watch along? Well, you're always working for the watch along too. You should join us for both, Jay. You should join us tomorrow night if we stream lobbies, and you should join us on...
You good with this strategy, driver?
Hold on.
Okay, we're pitting.
You should
here.
join us also on Saturday. Oh wait, I'm probably...
Pace car's off.
Oh, Larson had a bad stop. Larson, they had to repair the car. Larson's gone. Oh boy, where's that 5? Look for a bright red car. I don't see a bright red car from here.
One on the bottom.
And all of a sudden,
One on the bottom.
Kyle Larson's no longer part of the conversation. In Hamlin as well. Hamlin's no longer up here. They're both back there. I see them both back there.
Inside.
Oh my goodness. This changes everything. What's up, Mayor Nader?
Stay high. Carlo?
If we do stream tomorrow night, Matthew, it'll be PC for sure.
Great job. You got this. We lost the lead. Let's get it back. Inside door. One bottom.
Oh, that's tight racing with the 45. I'm doing good, Benjamin. How are you?
Stay high.
That 45 does not want to give up, huh? I'm going to pinch him down here.
Yellow's
All right.
out.
Oh, yellow again. We're leading, right? Yes,
Pit
we are
road's
out
open.
front. I kind of hope this goes green to the end, because then we can actually have like a nice run here to the end of this race. But we'll see. Caution number 13. I think the big question is, does Kyle Larson or Denny Hamlin have speed to get up here, or are they doomed?
Coming to the green.
I think we can beat the 45. It's just the 11 and the 5.
Be ready.
That's the question, and they've both
There's the
now
green flag.
made repairs.
One high.
Denny has gone really nowhere. Larson, I don't know where the 5. Oh, I see him. 5's right in front
Still
of the
in
11. All right, leading on the restart. Penske right behind us with the 12 and the 22. Then you got Bell and Bubba, row 3.
Stay low.
Now I got a lift, but we'll clear the 45.
You want it.
Look at the run from the 12. Holy crap. Cover him off. NASCAR should make Texas race a night race. Oh, I agree, of course. Anytime we can get more night racing, I am down for it.
Amazing lap, driver.
That's probably the way to go, Matthew. Larson's cooking. I don't think we are going to have an easy win, because that 5 clearly has still got some speed. Look at Larson coming up and up through the grid here. What about Hamlin? Where's Hamlin? I see Hamlin all the way back there on the outside line. Larson's definitely going to be moving. He's up to P5 and closing. Might be the same. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy any IndyCar game or NASCAR game like on 2 platforms, right? Regardless of crossplay. I wish there was a way, like, if you buy the game on one platform, you have a way to prove that you have it on that platform, and then you can get it for free on another platform. That'd be really cool. It's like, oh, I have an Xbox copy. Here's the proof of it. Alright, now you can unlock it on Steam. That will never happen, but it'd be cool. Larson's the 3rd. Here comes Kyle Larson. Where's IMSA at this weekend? I didn't even realize we had IMSA. We're attending another Brazilian stock car race at Volachita in July. V8 engines are back. We have some new aerodynamic features. The racing has improved a lot. I'm just trying to hold back that 45 and the 5 for as long as I can. Still don't see Hamlin yet. I don't know if Hamlin's making any progress right now. He might have suffered some actual damage. He might be slow. Yeah, storefront owners would not allow. Absolutely. As cool as it would be and as good as it would be for us, you know, they would lose so much money. They would never allow that. Our gap's staying pretty stable to the 45. I think Larson's problem now, I think Larson's just stuck behind the 45. He's going to need that 45 to slip up. This is what happened. Oh, I hit the wall. That's what happened in Kansas when we won. Larson kind of got stuck behind one of the cars in front of him, and that allowed us to just kind of hang in there. And it looks like that could happen right here. Obviously, a lot of racing still, but Larson's pretty well to him now. Yeah. When I was looking up earlier, I was like, how many laps is this Texas race? And I saw it was only 267. I was like, huh. I was like, didn't it used to be like, oh, I'm so tight, 334 laps? I just got so tight, so tight. Here comes the 45 of the 5. Oh, the timing's terrible too, because Larson's right there on the back of the 45. I just plowed like crazy in turns 1 and 2. And now it's game on. Larson ran up high there. Oh, this 45's cooking. I think we're at that part of the run again where we start to struggle, and it seems like we start to struggle, we lose ground, and then it kind of comes back to us. But Reddick's going high. I don't want to see that because that's going to let Larson to him. Larson's going to peek the nose. Just over 40 laps to go here, and Reddick went up top. Larson to the inside. Dang it. That is not what I want to see. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold him off. And Ryan Blaney's kind of low-key, and same as Bell, they're low-key, both kind of driving on up here as well. Oh, we're going to be in trouble. Look at the run. Here comes Larson. Oh, he ran high. Thank you. Oh, man. Helping me out. Whenever they do that, it gives me a moment to breathe because they're just not going to be able to pass me doing that. But if Larson runs the bottom, I'm probably just going to get tight and he'll just get to my inside. This track sucks so much. It's just you're forced to running one lane the entire way. I don't like these types of mile and a halves where I just have to do the same thing. Right against the inside. I want to be able to rip the wall. Block like Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace ain't a big blocker. We're kind of holding our own. I don't know, Larson just gained a few tenths right there. Look at him. Look at him come again. Into turn 3. Right here is where we're better than everybody. Right here. Yeah, we can open a gap right there. What do you mean he blocked too aggressively? When did Bubba Wallace do an aggressive block? Remind me. I'm trying to think. Block like Bubba. Dega. Oh, no. That was not a block. He was up in front of that middle lane well before Chastain got to his bumper. That is not a block. No. A block is when the guy behind you is right to you, and then you have to hit the brakes to not run him over. That's when you're getting a block. That was not a block. Like, Bubba was in that middle lane, what, 2-3 seconds before the one car got to his bumper. Oh, here comes the 5. The 5's here. The 5
Car
is here.
inside. Clear low.
No. No. Well, he got there. Fair. Okay, we're going to have to race him hard, though. We're going to have to race you hard.
Stay high. We lost the lead. Let's get it back.
Pinch him. Pinch him.
Great job.
Right on his door. If we let him in front, he's going to be gone. Probably.
Still there.
We might have one last wind of speed. Look at him go. Look at the speed. How do I compete with that? Right on his door. Oh, I got into him. Contact. Oh,
Clear
he's
low if you
clear.
want it.
Try our best to stay with him. Hello, Billy. Yeah, what Kenseth did on Logano 2015 in Kansas, that's a good example of a block. What Bubba did was a normal super speedway move. There was nothing wrong with what Bubba did. There's plenty of blocking at super speedways, but what Bubba did was not a block. Nobody was blocking at that time. Nobody was even pushing hard. All right, let's just stay in his draft. Bubba does block a little. I mean, when Bubba does actually block, I'd agree. He's a little on the aggressive side, but there's, I can list a few drivers right off the bat that are way more aggressive at blocking. Hocevar, Chastain, Logano. Those 3 right off the bat are probably the 3 most aggressive blockers. O'Reilly series, we can throw Austin Hill into that conversation. But, like, yeah, aggressive blocking is kind of, especially on super speedways, right? That's part of it. Bubba, someone said it earlier. Bubba is very overhated. 100% agree with that. Jesse Love, yeah, Jesse Love's a bit of an aggressive blocker. I'm not a huge fan of Jesse Love because he just, like, he does not like getting raced the way he races other people, and I don't really like a driver that races people really hard, and then when he gets raced really hard back, he has a problem with it, and that's kind of, Jesse Love kind of gives off that vibe a lot. Like, I'm gonna race you hard, but if you do it back to me, I'm not gonna be happy about it. We're actually hanging with the 5 here. Hello, NASCAR lover. All right, it's going to be 30 to go. 30 laps to go. Can we get this 5 of Larson? We're sticking with him. We're just going to have to... Right here's a run. Such a big run. I can't take it to the bottom because I'm tight. But we could maybe pass him on the top. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh.
Clear inside.
I just gave him a speed boost by hitting him in the quarter panel. What's up, Trey? We got the lead because Larson ranked on his own. Then he fell back a lot because he had to make repairs. But as you can see, he has managed to find a way back to the lead. But we've got speed to hold on for now. I don't know if I'm going to have enough speed to maintain with him for another 30 laps just about. Denny Hamlin also had to pit for repairs. He is no longer in the conversation. He clearly does not have speed anymore. Big run. Big run.
Car low. Clear low. Outside.
Come on. Come on. I just can't get
Clear
there.
high.
Try to build this run up here down the back straightaway. Get that draft. Come on, keep drafting. Still nothing. Dang it. That 5 is just so strong.
One low. Clear inside.
Send him up the track. I can't even get to his inside. I can't send him. We might actually, hold on. Get a good little run right here. Nope, not going to be enough. You usually know right about there if you're going to get the run or not. I don't think I'm faster. I think we're dead even. I think I don't think it could be any more similar Maybe right here? Bruh, he's just got that inside covered.
Clear low. Car high.
I pull out of line. Look at him go.
Clear outside.
He just drives away by a few feet. Can I move him? Can I just bump him? I don't think that would work. Oh my goodness, this is annoying. It's like I am like that close to getting him and I can't. He's just gonna wreck again anyways, it's fine. Right to the back.
One low. Clear inside.
Alright, we're gonna have to do something different here. Oh no, I wanna put a bit more of a gap between us. We might regret that, but we got to do something different to pass this guy. I might have just found something right there by accident. That middle lane actually rolled really good.
One on the bottom.
Hold on, we might have something here. We might have something.
Clear inside.
I'm going to run the middle in 1 and 2. Right about here. Oh, I'm getting tight. Didn't do anything. Last lap, we really rolled through there. That lap, we got nothing. Logano, Harvick, Kansas 2020. Yes.
Outside.
I'm
Clear
going to try the
outside.
middle one more time. Up the track. I botched that one. My man, Kyle Larson's just doing everything he needs to do right now. Coming up on the final 20 lap pass through the grass. If I could get the run, I'd put it through the grass. Hold on a second, we got a big run. And then right there off the corner, it kind of flattens out.
You're all clear.
To the inside, very briefly. Oh, we might be there, not
Clear up
quite. Oh, it's super tight with the 5. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this at Texas especially. Oh my goodness, what a race we're having right here. Kyle Larson versus myself. Tyler Reddick back there, 1.8 seconds back. Absolutely loving what he sees, I'm sure.
One
Take the
bottom.
run to the top.
Clear low.
Ooh. We have currently 3 wins on the season. If Kyle Larson wins this race, he will be also at 3. It seems like right here as well, we can get a really nice run if we run a little higher up the track in 3 and 4. We get a good run no matter what, but it feels like we get more momentum off the corner
20 to go now.
running in that middle lane there. 20 laps to go from Texas. What a great battle. Who's going to come out on top? Is the 5 going to, like, slowly get away, or am I going to be able to stick with him? Maybe put a little bit of pressure right here, get a bit of a run. Still not going to be enough. I'm going to try and show the nose.
Outside. Clear high.
I'm going to really show the nose here. I'm coming in. Hello. Hello, I'm here. Try to not use him up. Oh, I'm here to race. I'm not here to just run him over. Oh, he's still going to get the
Clear all
run.
around.
Jesus. Oh, look at that 5.
Outside.
Back to the inside again. 18 to go.
Out in front. Nice job.
Oh, it's so tight. There's lap traffic as well. I see lap
We
traffic
just
coming
lost
up.
the lead.
Oh, we're going to get him. We got him. Right here. We should be able to roll the center of the corner way
Stay
better. I don't know. Maybe not. That 5 still got a little something. Oh, I hit the apron. We're going to be dead even. I got to lean on him here.
Stay low.
Dang it.
Clear high. You want it.
All right, we're going to have to get a little more aggressive. Oh, he's
High
going
side
way
now.
up the racetrack. Oh, he just made it easy.
We got the lead.
Clear
outside.
of Kyle Larson. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go. 18 to go, or 17 to go. Oh, he's going to run the top again. He's going to run the top again. Come on, baby. We know that 5 is just as good as we are, though. But we've got the lead here with 16 laps to go. Can we hold off the 5? Larson's running high again. And I am just so tight right now. Tyler Reddick as well. Look at the gap to Reddick. Is he closing in? 1.8. Yeah, let's see. It's going up there, but it's supposed to go up there. Yeah, I think we'll be safe to the 45. I think we are in a good spot here. Right now, we are pulling away. We are officially driving away from the 5. Oh, baby. We've gotten clear, and now we're driving away from Kyle Larson. Will it stay green to the end? If we get a quick yellow, you know, near the end of this race, I am worried about that because we have seen that 5 just takes off like a rocket. How's it going, Jake? Welcome on in. We're looking for win number 4 on the season. We're driving away from Kyle Larson, but we've seen this before. Stage 2, keep in mind, Stage 2 went long at the end, and we had a period of time where we were faster than the 5, and then things shifted back in the favor of the 5. So you do have to wonder if that's what's going to happen here. Is Larson going to find a bit more speed in these close? Are you kidding me?
Yellow's out.
Oh.
Pit road is open.
That is not what I wanted to see. Justin Allgaier. My man. Well, we got a yellow. That's my fault, right? Yeah, I jinxed that. That's my fault. Hey, we might be alright. We might have the speed here. No one's pitting, so we're on the same tires. But, I don't know if the 5 is going to fire off like he always does. Because if the 5 fires off like he has all race, then we're screwed. We'll see. We should be able to clear him. And then if the 45 starts fighting with Larson, we might have an opportunity to run away. Alright, let's find out.
There's the green flag.
We're back underway. We're not cooked. It's going to be 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go here from Texas. Kyle Larson on the top lane. Myself on the inside. And I'm tight. I'm tight. That 5's going to get me clear. Are you kidding me? And here comes Christopher Bell. Oh, Reddick's going to give me a big push. That'll get me back to the inside. That was very important, but I'm so tight. Couldn't I get the run? But we're at least with the 5.
Stay low. One up high.
Trying to make sure Reddick does not. Oh my goodness, it's just plowing like crazy. Larson again.
Stay focused.
No, Reddick, you are not coming through. Give me the push. Thank you.
One high.
Got there. We got there.
Great job. You got the lead.
I'm going to run him up. I'm going to run him up. Say you got a lift.
Clear low if you want it.
Didn't work. Break that draft. Tight with Larson. We might have enough right here to clear him. But we're so tight. Oh my goodness. This is the tightest it's been all race long. And I cannot roll that center. And here comes Ryan Blaney now. Blaney's going to give me a shove. Maybe. Please. Thank you. I am hanging on for my life.
Out in front, nice job.
Why is it? Oh my goodness. I don't know why it's so tight after the restart.
Clear high. One high.
Like, I am just having to crank this wheel. Like, if I get on the throttle, I'm just going to drive straight into the door of the 5.
Still there.
Come here.
5 to go this
Come
time.
here. Blaney, give me a
All
push. Larson's clear. But he leaves the
Outside
inside.
door.
Oh, he wobbles. He wobbles. And I just cannot get to the throttle. Briscoe as well into the conversation. I think he's going to give me a shove
there.
down the back straightaway, right? He's trying to get to my inside. Make sure that doesn't happen.
We
Let
got
it
the
roll,
lead.
let it roll, let it roll.
We
Hard
just
on the
lost the lead.
throttle. This is insane. Thank God these AI keep pushing me, because I think Larson would be gone if we didn't have the AI giving me big shoves into the corner. But I'd rather us just be able to fight.
One up high. Clear
Oh my
outside.
God, the 19 got there. Oh, big contact with the 19 of Briscoe. Oh no,
Carlo.
coming to 3 to go. Briscoe got to my door. Lean on him, lean on him. And that's the best the car's felt right there. Right there in the middle of 3 and 4. It actually did not plow.
Still there.
Is Chase Briscoe going to go steal this? I'm not going to let him. I am not
Still
going to
there.
let you steal this. Come here. Chastain into the conversation. Come on.
Stay
Coming to
high.
2 to go. Oh, it feels so much better right here. This is
Stay
where
high.
I'm going to have to run for these last 2 laps. This might be actually where we can get it. Look at the run. Coming to 2 to go. It ain't over yet.
2 to go.
Larson's going to cover.
Inside door.
Briscoe's right
low
there
if
at the
you want
left rear into turn 1. Larson's, oh, I missed the entry. Oh, that might be it. Unless I get a run down the back, that might be it. We got to run. We got to run. Oh, this is going to be a good finish right here. Look at the run. Through 3.
Stay high.
Off turn 4. 1 lap to go.
Inside.
In Texas, does Larson cover? He can. I'm there.
Clear low if you want it. Inside. Inside door.
I don't think I've got it.
Stay high. Clear low. Outside now.
Oh my God.
Great job. You got the lead.
Oh my God. And Briscoe's wrecking coming to the line. It's going to be us. We're
Amazing
going to
win.
take
Great
it.
work out there, driver.
We're going to
You're
steal it in the last corner. Let's go. Chase Briscoe. Win number 4. 3 in a row. Back to back to back. Let's go. What a win. Whew. Kyle Larson. Not even Kyle Larson. Thank you, Chase Briscoe, because we cleared Briscoe down the back straightaway into turn 3, and I was able to just send it to the inside. That would have not happened if we did not clear the 19, because we were not able to clear that 19 on any of those previous laps. But we cleared him into turn 3, and I was able to send it to the inside of the 5. If we did not clear him, we would have been stuck in P2. We'll take it. We get to do another burnout. Come on. Best Texas race ever. I would say best Texas finish. The race itself was pretty mild. It was a pretty mild race. But let's look at a few notables here. So we get our 4th win of the season, our 3rd win in a row. We kind of knew we would be in the mix for the win today because Texas is probably the easiest mile and a half on 105 AI difficulty. And then obviously Talladega is a really easy race to win. Kansas, we lucked into the win in Kansas. We had no business winning that race in Kansas, but we're on our Tyler Reddick era currently. Let's go. We'll take it. But yeah, Briscoe wrecks on the final lap. Finishes 3rd, by the way. Ryan Preece. How about Ryan Preece in 4th and Busher in 5th? Hamlin ended up 12th. Hamlin just never rebounded. Hamlin was just slow. Reddick. What happened to Reddick? Why did he lose so much ground? He was what? He was 3rd when that final caution came out, was he not? 3rd when that final yellow was on the racetrack? And how does he end up 11th? I don't know. Oh, you know what? He might have went all the way to the top and then just gave up like a chunk of positions. That's probably what happened. He just went to the top like an idiot. Kyle Busch, Logano, SVG, Byron in 37th. His streak of rough results continue in the 24. And we are the winner. Let's go. What tracks do we have coming up next? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. We've got, oh my God, we got Watkins Glen. We got Watkins Glen next week. We got Dover coming up. We got Charlotte. All right, here's what I can confirm now, okay? Our winning streak is going to stop at 3 because there is no shot. Watkins Glen will be lucky to run like 10th. No, we won't lap the field at the Glen. The AI on 105 on the road courses are tough. They are tough. Like in Coda earlier in the year when we did Coda, we were slugging just to get a top 10. Yeah, we're going to be Watkins Glen. We're just aiming for a top 10 in Watkins Glen. Then Dover, we're going to struggle at Dover because AI are really good at Dover because it's a shorter track. Charlotte, that one will be competitive. I don't know if we'll have the pace to win at Charlotte, but we'll be fast. There's some interesting races on the way. Yeah. I think it'll be difficult to win some of these races coming up, but I think we'll be in the mix for some of them. But I think our win streak's definitely over. So we got to go in. We got to do a burnout and enjoy the burnout while we can, because this might be the last burnout for like a little while. How are we doing the All-Star where it is at Dover? What was our plan? We had a plan, I think, for the All-Star because Dover... Yeah, because Dover is going to be Chicagoland, and Chicago Street Course is going to take the San Diego place. Oh, I keep forgetting. I got to go into... I need manual transmission again. You found a scheme I made for Heat 5 career. Forgot to show you. Yeah, DM it to me. I'll show it. I can show it on stream. Let's go in, let's do a burnout, and then we can showcase. Tell Kontar he's got a new scheme for us to see for the Heat 5 career. Thank you guys for being here as always. Fun stream. I love doing these 100% races. These are probably my favorite streams to do. I just love getting to do 100% length NASCAR races.
Okay, show us that clean lap
NASCAR games.
All
right. Got to go do our totally burnout feature in the game. Burnout here. All right. Woo! Another one. 3 in a row, baby. We stole the win. I mean, we were in position to win. Caution comes out from Justin Allgaier. Kyle Larson, after I was just absolutely plowing on a restart. Kyle Larson takes the lead, but we were able to clear Chase Briscoe down the back straightaway on the final lap, and that gave us the opportunity to send it. Kyle Larson would have had that win if he would have just covered the bottom no matter what. But I just was able to go take that spot from him. Woo! And there you have it. We are a Texas winner. Roval for All-Star or Sandy?
Qualifying. Here we go.
What if we just did like I don't know. What if we? I'm trying to think. I will have to figure something out because we're not far away from the All-Star race, are we? It's only a few weeks out. All right. Hi, NASCAR Byron fan. You guys want to see the scheme Tel Contar made before we ramp up stream? You guys get another early look here at the 2004 season. Hot Rod Cooper, you have yourself a good night, brother. You take care. Hey, Mr. Bad Guy. Thank you, Mr. Bad Guy, for the 2 months, my man. I appreciate it. What would make public lobbies better? Not a fan of them always being crapshoots. Oh boy. I don't even know if I can recommend, because if you look at iRacing, which pretty well has the best way to do matchmaking, and they even have absolutely horrible races in there, I really don't know what you could do. I can tell you for public lobbies. Oh, I think my girlfriend ordered something. I just got a call. Hold on. I didn't tell them to call again. Oh, is my phone ringing or not? I don't know. Yes, it is. I can't talk. They'll hear me outside. Okay, there we go. But like, I think the only thing you're gonna get for a good online experience is literally just like league racing, because I just, when you have 40 cars, you can't really have a good public lobby, even with like a proper ranking system or anything. I just don't see how you're going to be able to have a good experience in public lobbies, other than the only thing is you can limit it to like 15 to 20 cars, but then it's still, people somehow always find a way to come together. PC lobbies are decently clean. I think maybe a hardware thing, like if everybody's on like a wheel, you're going to have a way better experience. But if it's in like a controller, base kind of thing, like it's going to be chaos. So honestly, like that might be the biggest difference, is just like the literal hardware of what they're using is either a controller or a wheel. And if more people use a wheel, you're probably going to have a bit smoother of an experience. Anyways, here's the number 33 from Tel Contar. Take a look at that beast right there. Look at that. You notice the name on there? Hold on, I'll give you guys a second. Anyway, do you guys notice the name above the window? Oh God, it's Clable. Clable, you messaged me, and then I never bothered to look back because I ended up recording a bunch of videos. Carrie Earnhardt is right. Should I look at Clable's? Let's look at Clable's DM here. Oh my God. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Do I have 194 friend requests? Oh my God, I do. I didn't know that. Look at all the message requests. Who's out here trying to message me? I'll reach out when I have a good amount of ideas for it ready to go, and we can record like 3 to 4 of them, and they're super quick, so it won't take long. Sounds good. Read your status. Excuse me. Oh, really? Look at this. Look at this immature. Look at this immature brat that we call Clable here. But look, he's watching YouTube. He's watching YouTube. He's watching my live stream. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Screw this guy. I'm ban this guy. Is there a block button? How do I block him? Right there. Should I block him? Nah, I ain't gonna block him. That's your warning, Clable. Next time, I'm blocking you. Anyways, that dang Clable boy, he's a creature. Clable, are we racing tomorrow night? If you're still here, are we racing tomorrow night? What's going on? I heard Jay Cook might be joining us because Jay has had a week off. We are racing. All right, there you guys go. We're racing PC lobbies tomorrow night. I would imagine 8 p.m. Eastern time. Jay Cook, Fast Cook Live. Oh God, Jay, are you? I don't know if you want to do that. Jay, he would get us banned. Clable would get us banned if we even tried playing hockey with him. Oh, he says fake sports. Hockey players are not real athletes. Did I read that correctly? Does Bofa date anyone? Does Bofa date anyone? Not currently. He's single. We should play a NASCAR game split screen. How would we do that? Bofa's dating Clable. Oh my God. I could see like Clable. Oh wait, you can't even see Bofa. You can't even see Bofa's head. Hold on. You get this out of here. There he is. Man, my hair is a complete mess right there. I can kind of see a resemblance between Bofa and Clable. Like they could be like related, you know, blood related. Like look at Bofa. And look at Clable. I mean, I can't see Clable currently, but I know what Clable looks like. There's a resemblance there. There's a resemblance. They might be brothers. So if they are brothers, I hope they aren't dating. I do hope that Clable and Bofa are not together. Praise Bofa. We should get an outfit. I know Bofa's a scarecrow, but you know what would be even better is if we got him a race, like a racing suit, you know? Give him an outfit. Does Bofa have knees? He does not. He's got one long stick that you can see coming down in the middle right there between his legs. That sounded bad. Didn't think that through when that was coming out of my mouth. Hear me out. We get a Dale Earnhardt. Let's get a Dale Earnhardt, like, attire for Bofa, you know? And he's the new Dale Earnhardt. He just Bofa Earnhardt. Oh my God, Bofa Earnhardt. You know, you had Figgy Earnhardt, but now you're going to have Bofa Earnhardt, and he's actually going to be real. You're going to be able to see him. I think we might be cooking. But yeah, that could be Figgy Earnhardt. Maybe, what if it was Figgy Earnhardt the entire time? Claypool's finally taken over my mind. I have a wild mind. I just never say it on stream. We got a new Earnhardt. Where does Bofa sleep? In the closet. You want to see my closet? Hold on, let me turn this camera around. I'll show you where Bofa sleeps. Hi. Oh, you can't even see it. It's so dark. But he sleeps over there. You see that door? He sleeps in there. I take him out when it's time to stream. And then, yeah, he sleeps. He sleeps right in there. Chat. My girlfriend says the food delivery person did not get in the building. But you guys saw it on stream. I took a moment to answer that phone call. I answered that. So that ain't my fault. There it is in chat. I swear I answered the phone call. That was on stream. I have evidence that I answered this phone call. Delivery guy skill issue, exactly. Yeah, it's going after dark. We should wrap things up. Where's Gary the cat? He's outside, hanging around. I had to kick him out earlier. We see the outline that protects him from Gary the cat. Yeah, if Gary the cat was in here, he would absolutely be trying to eat Bofa. So, anyways, I think we should wrap it up right there. So tomorrow night we are going to be live at probably 8 p.m. Eastern time, so an hour later than usual. We'll be streaming some PC races with Clable. Is there paint scheme templates out there to send in? Oh, we're doing 7? We're doing 7? Sheesh. Hurt. Oh my God, Tampa game tomorrow night. Oh, I didn't think about Tampa game. Jay, hear me out. Jay, hear me out. Join our stream, Jay, and then stream the game so I can watch the game while we play. And then chat can watch me get angry when Tampa gets scored on. Also, Mr. Bad Guy, what did you mean, like, for paint schemes? Like, templates for, like, what car? Like, for the NASCAR 2003 career or other stuff? Who do you got winning the truck race? Gio Ruggiero, unless Corey Haim's in it. 2003. Tel Contar would be the only one that I think would have an answer to that. Tel Contar, do we have a template at all, like, that's publicly able to be shared, or do we know what the deal is with that? If you're still here, I don't know if Tel Contar is still here. I can message him though after and see, because I genuinely have no idea what the situation is with that. There he is, right there. The templates are on StuNode. I always don't know if I say that correctly. Is it StuNode? StuNode? Stunned? What do you have to search up to get the template? I don't even know what you have to search up. What do you need to look up for that? If we can steer him in the right way. I'd imagine if you just look up like 2003 Stunode. I just typed in the letter A and hit search. You'll post a link in the paint booth. Mr. Bad Guy, are you in the Discord by chance? Do you are you in our Discord? We can get you in there, and then that way we can hook you up with like a link if you want that. You are in the Discord? Okay, perfect. So when if Tel Contar, if you have a link and you can post it in the paint booth chat, then just look there, Mr. Bad Guy, and it'll go in there. The Fan Sim series would be in the current era, Mac and Cheese Boy. It'd be next gen. It would be in next gen. All right. I think that's a good place to end it. We'll be live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. PC lobbies. And then Saturday, I might be doing a stream on the F1 channel. I'll be doing a watch-along stream on Saturday. I just don't know if it'll be on the F1 channel for the F1 Sprint or if it'll be on this channel for the O'Reilly race. I'm leaning more towards the O'Reilly race, so we'll see. Is there an NR 2003 stream? I'm probably not going to do a 2003 race this week. Maybe we'll come back for Watkins Glen to do it, but it doesn't really work with the timing this week with everything I've got planned out for the week. So we'll try to bring it back next week, though. All right. Dello, you have yourself a good night. Benjamin, have a good night. Kyle Busch fan. Matthew, you take care. Thanks for being here as always. Joshua. Sean, yeah, not yet on the ticker. Still got to mess around with that. Mac and Cheese Boy, you have a good night. Mr. Bad Guy, of course, Tel Contar. Aaron, NASCAR lover. What a finish. Absolutely, what a finish. October King, Wizard, Marinator, all of you guys. Did I say Dello? Of course, Dello. Trey and Turner Racing and all of you guys. I am so appreciative of you as usual. And I will see you all, hopefully, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time again. We'll kick off some PC lobbies, and then I will make sure we get some Xbox lobbies next week. I'll make sure of it because I said we were going to do them like this week and it didn't happen. So I'll make sure we get them next week, guaranteed at some point. So yeah, stay tuned. But yeah, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Kyle Busch fan, you have a good night. And I will see you all later. I got to find the end stream button. Let me pull up Streamlabs. Okay. Goodbye. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Health is wealth. Goodbye. Goodbye, Benjamin.